of Curse of Strahd, GM'd by our very own Michael Roderick. I'm Dan Latham. I am playing Wraith in this said story. Do you want to do whatever introductions on your end there, Rod? Since this is
No,
your
since
story?
since you have since you're running the stream for us as our producer, why don't you call out a couple of folks and ask them to tell us a bit about their characters?
Very good. Before we do that, I will point out that we are using Roll20 as per usual for our maps and for our miniatures. I don't believe Rod uses any kind of sound effects other than his own and the birds. So first, let's hear a little bit about Klex.
Oh, Klex. Klex has the rude awakening of being someplace very, very cold, and there appears to be all these crazy, like, furry creatures instead of dinosaurs. Not sure why. But other than that, he's a goblin druid that is tagging along with his misguided cousin, who has notions of being a hero of some sort. And someone needs to make sure that he stays, I guess, his nose clean or dirty, I guess, since he's a goblin.
And that cousin, of course, is.
Well, that's Oz, of course. I don't know that I have dreams of being a hero. I just don't think that it's right to, kill and eat random people.
Unless they're a strange bird hanging from the gallows.
That's heroes talk.
I don't know. I guess that depends on how you define heroes. I've always heard about, old Uncle Sneaky who, stole into the dwarven caves and made off with all their food and weapons that one time. He was a hero to all us goblin people.
Alright, and like I said, I am playing Wraith, who is a Kenku monk, who can't really communicate very well with everybody, so there's some confusion into that. Duthane will be joining us shortly, and like last player we have is, and I'm not going to pronounce the whole entire name, I'll let him do it.
Zot Zasoth. Yanti Paladin Warlock. He is very unhappy here. It's so very, very cold.
Yeah, it is kind of unpleasantly cold.
Yeah, and being Yanti, being cold-blooded, it's terrible. He's slow. He's sad. He looks lethargic.
Why is
Or
it
he
So
feels
slow,
lethargic.
sad, and lethargic. Not going to be role playing this evening.
Oh, thank you.
And of course, last but not least, we have our illustrious DM for this encounter.
Well, I'll be filling in for whoever it was that was illustrious. Happy to be here. This is our regular Monday night group. We've been taking a little break from our home game, and Dan is going to stream for us. We had a couple of, I think one person last week who said, "Ooh, I've earned points on this channel. I want to use them." So, talking with the players, excuse me, we've come up with a way for you to do that. Basically, once per session, each different PC can receive inspiration directly from you guys. Additionally, once per session, you, the viewers, who I'm really calling the Dark Powers, the evil, possibly evil Dark Powers of Ravenloft, can give the GM inspiration. When you give the GM inspiration, I will push a button like this, and it will randomly, that's after I use it, give that inspiration to somebody else. Which, that's weird. It looks like it's done Duthane twice in a row. Let's make sure it's working. Okay, it looks like it's working. Now, the funny thing is he's not here, and I'm fairly certain it's not going to roll his name anymore, which would be funny. But he can bitch about that later. But yes, once the GM uses that inspiration, it'll pass to the player. So it's a little bit more expensive. You get a little bit of a twofer for that, though. This way, things feel like they are staying balanced. Last session, when we started, the players had received a letter. Excuse me, the characters had all received a letter asking for help. And since the letter promised lots and lots of wealth, they decided that out of the goodness of their hearts, they would go to some place called Barovia and help the burgomaster there. I think upon arriving, they realized this place is actually a little bit dangerous, as a few dire wolves thought to make a meal of them. They survived, surprisingly, a little bit, and made it to the village of Barovia. And they've spoken with a couple of folks, and at the end of their day in Barovia, they decided to head to the Sare Pool, where the Vistani are, and they met. Sare Pool's right here. They met with Madame Eva, who did a reading of the cards and told them what their destinies hold. By the way, you guys in the party, I made a little icon for us so that we can keep track of where the party is. So on some of these bigger maps, it'll be right there, and we can basically just kind of move it around and say, "Hey," as you know move up the road, etc., etc. So right now, you're still back here at the camp.
Okay, just one question.
Yes.
What's traipsing through the wood towards us?
What do you mean? I don't see anything traipsing through the woods towards you.
Right here.
What is that? Oh, that says Klex the ape.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to. I don't have the API package for Roll20, and I was trying to cheat and see if I could build something, but I couldn't. With the API package in Roll20, you can build multiple tokens into a single token, so that all you have to do is use a slider bar and it'll change it.
Oh, okay.
So for someone playing a druid, right, there's Klex the goblin, then he has 6, 7, 8, 9 additional animal forms. We could build it where there'd be a slider bar where he can slide in and it would just change the mini for him. So that, we wouldn't ever have to move a different mini into the turn tracker and stuff like that. And so I was trying to see if there was a way to do it without the API package, and I failed. And yeah, so oops. So yes, that's Klex in the woods.
Okay.
The reading I've just shared with the players again. If you guys would like, we can read that out. I don't know that we need to. I think you can see it all. And what's more, I can actually even go copy it into Twitch. Of course, it looks like it's only going to get one paragraph at a time, but that's all right.
It's okay. I'm zooming in on it and opening it up bigger.
Let's see.
So that our viewers can actually see the picture as well as the wordings.
Okay. So that is kind of where we were. I believe you guys were all set to take a rest. Just a question of, were you going to do it here with the Vistani, or are you going to try to make your way back at night to Barovia?
I believe the intent was to take a rest here.
Okay.
Not that I can ask, but what time of day is it?
Nighttime. It's nighttime.
So cricket noises. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that might be a little cold for cricket noises. What are spooky woods noises gonna sound like?
Periodic
howl of a wolf.
Creaking trees, maybe.
Oh yeah, there's lots of creaking trees. Yeah, the flapping of bats.
They squeak too, like mice.
Do they? Maybe I've just never noticed it because my ears are so bad. All right, so you, as you guys had decided to do, you are spending the evening here with the Vistani. The Vistani kind of stay up, sitting around the fire, and I'm going to go ahead and move us back over to the map we had for them, because there are so many pictures here. Why not use them? The Vistani tend to sit up late at night and tell stories around their campfire, and this evening is no different. And some of them are telling stories, playing a game called Fishka, where they seem to be. It's really a contest of tall tales, like who can tell the most believable lie. At some point, they play some music. There's some dancing, and they seem like a fairly festive people. Although, to be honest, they haven't exactly been friendly to you, right? They're mostly talking amongst themselves and letting you observe what they're doing rather than including you. Is anyone planning on staying up exceptionally late?
Exceptionally late? No, but
No.
I will definitely listen to some of their stories. Also,
Okay.
I will try and barter for some you know, pelt heavy pelts or something like that to wear.
Uh,
Oh,
Like-
I've duplicated myself.
what is it you're trying to? Here, I'll help you there. What is it that you're offering for some heavy pelts?
Well, I've got some shiny coins, so there's always
Shiny
that.
coins are the best type of barter.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Well, how many of these shiny coins do you have? That will help us decide what sort of furs you need.
I guess Oz. Give me a second here. Oh, I've got all these shiny coins, and I just open up my my pouch full of shiny coins.
They are gonna like you.
Daft dirty fools.
You do realize how many shiny coins you have in there on your character sheet.
I'm well aware. Yes.
That's 153.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
that's the only thing you're gonna probably be able to use it on.
So, dear GM,
Oh,
yes.
you have already been gifted inspiration.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep track of that so that I don't forget. I'm gonna have to make a little icon or something for myself.
A little token you put on the top corner of your screen.
Yeah, something like that. I've done that in other games. I didn't think that I would need to do it, at least not this quickly in this one.
Yeah, well, you can thank Marcus for that.
Well, thank you, Marcus. So I'm thinking he's probably trying to grab about, 40 gold out of your pouch. How's your insight? Let's look at that passive insight.
My passive insight is a 12.
Well, yes, we have very good cloaks for you. These will keep you very warm. It is very good because Barovia gets very, very cold, especially when you go up into the Balanox. He points to the mountains for the Balanox.
Oh, well, great. If he's like trying to reach in, and I'm not gonna like let him reach into my pouch, but I will take out like a
Goblin handful.
Well, I guess when it comes to
goblin-sized handful of coins, and be like, yeah, me and my cousin over there could use some nice furs.
Oh,
We're not
yes,
used
for
to
two
this
of you
anymore.
will be 2 handfuls of coin.
Wraith kind of puts his hand over.
Of course.
Wraith will put his hand over Klex's hand with the gold and says, "You're shifty, and I don't trust you."
Was it? This is an insult. You are sitting here enjoying our campfire, and you tell me that I am shifty and you do not trust me? This is an insult.
Shiny
If
coins
you
are
do
the
not
best.
trust me,
Shiny coins are the best for barter.
yes, of course. And he wishes to offer 2 cloaks for 2 people. Two goblin-sized handfuls is the correct amount.
How many coins are in a goblin-sized handful?
I'm thinking about 40 gold each.
Oh, jeez.
He is trying to fleece you. Without a doubt, he's trying to fleece you.
There is
But
no
I don't
way.
know.
There is no way a goblin's hand can hold 40 gold in a single hand, unless these are like pennies.
Yeah, good point. It'll be more than 1 handful. 2 handful each.
Seems a little
Don't worry,
pricey, but
No, these will keep you very warm.
I will look at the goblins, cock my head sideways, and shrug my shoulders because this is their deal, not mine.
This is my cousin's deal. I'm probably sleeping.
I think he said he was also reaching into your pouch, too.
No. Like I.
No.
There you go. You want to write that one down, Dan? No.
I don't know if that was said in character, though. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, good point. He's sleeping. Yeah, shame.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
You having trouble with your connection there, Dan?
No, that was my response. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Uh,
Would it seriously not let you join Galanet without giving inspiration to the GM?
I don't think
All right.
that's true, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Well, coming from Galanet, it could be a joke.
Let's assume so.
Yes. Continuing on.
All right. So, are you buying the overpriced cloaks from the Vistani?
Mm, you know, Wraith is here kind of like giving me the side eye, and Oz
I'm always
is at
giving
least
you the side eye. That's where my eyes are at.
okay. He's giving me the straight eye. He's giving me the straight eye. So I guess Oz is gonna be like, you know what? I think my friend Wraith might be right here. I think you might be trying to fleece me. Just one handful for both cloaks.
Well, of course it is fleece. It's made of fleece. His warmest cloak is made of fleece. I can give you wolf cloak if you wish instead.
Ooh, wolf
It's more
cloak, that sounds-
fashionable.
Ooh, wolf cloak. That sounds
Mm.
like those big wolves out in the woods. Ooh, I like that idea.
Oh yes, very much like those. Actually harvested from big wolves out in woods.
Sure, show me the. I want to see.
Yes, of
Oz is gonna
course.
like hop down and like run over to
This
see
way, in
this cloak.
tent. This small tent looks at Wraith. You wait here.
Certainly.
But he will bring you over to one of the tent, and yeah, it's definitely a wolf pelt.
Oh, okay. All right.
Each one
Well,
only one handful coin. Call it 20 gold. Which I know Ty is still going to say that's too many. But...
oh, of course it is. But Oz is totally on board.
No, I mean too many that you can hold in your hand. But I don't know
Oh.
that we want to be calculating the goblin hand exchange rate right now. It just seems like it would be a little bit tedious and not necessarily interesting.
All right. I have subtracted 20 gold from my character.
Excellent. So he gives you a fashionable, interpret that as you may, fashionable wolf cloak.
I'm going to put that in parentheses, in quotation marks.
Okay.
Shenanigans.
Always shenanigans. After that, he actually invites you to sit by the fire if you wish and hear some of their tales.
Absolutely. I am interested in this.
One of the an older Vistana gets up, and everyone kind of quiets down and sits and listens. Mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you are sitting. Very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolts and bore them to the castle en masse. When the devil Strahd appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the count cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw this battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from heaven struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search for his body, to see if he had anything of value.
Shiny?
Yes, exactly. But the river Evelys had already spirited him away. You should be careful if you go to Castle Ravenloft.
Sounds like good advice.
Most of the stories that they tell, by the way, they don't have happy endings.
No, it's almost like we're in the demi-plane of dread.
Almost like that, yeah. There's the story of the young woman who had a political marriage to save her country and wed the neighboring country next door following a war. How she eventually poisoned her husband, accidentally poisoned her son, and every single day, because she wanted to rule both lands, and her husband ended up in a coma. And every single day when she'd wake up, he'd be there, even though she had killed him the night before. Things like that.
Sounds pretty miserable. Rod, I would like to call attention to the fact that I have changed Oz's flaw on my character sheet.
Oh, yeah, to what?
Well, I used to say that I am slow to trust members of other races, tribes, and societies.
But that's not as much fun to RP.
I have altered it.
Okay.
I am now far too trusting of members of other races, tribes, and societies.
Well, that makes sense, since, as your cousin likes to point out, you're a nice guy and you don't want to eat people.
They're not people.
Oh, good. It looks like Adam's on his way. The other thing is, I think that's probably a little bit more fun for you to RP, I would guess.
I would agree. I'm going to have no money at the end of this, but that's okay.
I mean,
Well, if there's more Vistani anyways.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Which I need that on a shirt or something at some point. That appears, from what Michael John says, to be my catchphrase. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. All sorts of different ways to say it.
You'll be okay.
Just we'll get Fallon to design it, and we'll get it on a shirt for you.
All right. So eventually they kind of tamp down the fire and they go to bed. They don't have an extra tent for you guys, but they let you know that you are free to sleep by the hot coals.
I will set up my tent.
Okay.
Oh,
I bought a character creation.
I think Klex has already stolen Chopper from me, so I
That
will
would
just
be correct.
So I will just curl up with my nice new wolf cloak.
Okay.
Oh,
It's okay, but it's not as warm as you'd like.
Yeah.
I'll put Wraith will put his bedroll near the fire pit for the warmth.
Okay.
Seeing that Adam is still getting on Zoom, I think.
Yes.
Hey, Adam.
Sorry I'm late. Work.
No, that's okay. We were just doing some RP and talking to the Vistani around the fire.
Oh, what were they saying?
Oh, they were saying all kinds of terrible things, about,
Sounds right. I feel like we're in a horrible, horrible place.
Yeah,
What?
it's a good thing Duthane wasn't here, for some of the exchange.
They have a really nice wolf's cloak that only cost me 1 goblin handful of coins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that seems like a wee mount.
Still, it's only 20 gold.
Wow. The goblins can't really count. Who's counting, really? I'm not
The
even
guy
sure
was
that...
trying to get more than that, but Wraith put the kibosh on the deal. Vistani kind of don't seem to like him anymore either, because of that.
Well, they feel cheated, probably.
That's probably it.
You shift in, I don't trust you.
That's exactly what you said.
I mean, here, the wolf hides cloak probably goes for a pretty penny. I mean, have you seen that other place we were from? Like, everything was run down and dilapidated. It's like they don't have a good dwarf in the area to keep things nice and super cheap.
They probably don't have any dwarves in the area from what you've seen.
It's really a drag.
So the evening does pass, fortunately uneventfully. Nothing harasses you. I assume you keep whatever watch schedule you've come up with. And the day dawns.
Eerily, right?
What's that?
Like eerily dawns, or like sort of dawns?
Sort of dawns. It's very cloudy out, and it's still kind of, a little bit cold. The fog is fairly thick this morning, but it was pretty thick yesterday as well.
I mean,
I'm sure it'll all be fine.
does it appear to be like we're on the Grey Waste or something?
No.
I've only read
no.
about it in books.
No, it's not. Everything is not black and white. The trees are actually green.
Oh,
It's
that's
just,
good.
yeah, it's just the.
Like a
it's just-
sage green.
yeah, it's just not very
dark.
sunny.
How does stuff grow if it doesn't get sunny?
Well, there are
mean,
a lot
I
of
thought-
evergreens.
Yeah, but they still need light.
Yeah, they get light.
It's Seattle, man.
It's kind of like yeah, Seattle.
Where is this Seattle you talk about? I've never
Well, I
heard of
think
that.
that was so we would all know.
Yeah, kind of. That's not a character.
Oh, what is this out of character stuff you're talking about?
Uh,
All right, so I'm gonna move you guys back.
I'm just
over
trying to keep you in character.
to the world map.
Certainly.
And where to from here?
Well, we had a clue, I think, right?
well, we also promised that guy that we would go
The
back
lesser-
and like and escort his sister to
And him, I believe.
yeah, and him.
Lester,
Yeah,
so
'cause-
we should probably find him, right? Because
He's back
is
at
he
letter
the brother?
E. Yeah,
Probably.
He is the bro- he can't call the woman his sister if he's not the brother.
Well, I'm just making sure. I picked up on this, you know. You
But
know,
he's probably back at his
you
mansion in the
non-goblins have
village of
weird family
Barovia.
structures.
Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah, your aunt doesn't lead. You have kings instead of
no
aunties
one
and
would want
uncles.
my aunt to lead. Have you met my aunt?
Lead on.
Obviously not. She would have killed you on first sight. No, my aunt. No one wants my
Aunt
aunt to
sounds
lead.
like a terrible person.
No,
I
she's-
have to say. You
no,
know,
well, you gotta remember you're a goblin, and it's not exactly, it's
We
not exactly
goblins-
like.
how? What does that make a difference? Your aunt. You said your aunt would kill us on first sight. That
Yeah,
sounds like a
because
terrible
Because
person.
you're a goblin.
Well, you gotta
and she's a
understand.
dwarf.
You gotta understand. She comes from a time where our homeland was overrun by some of your kin, and it was not exactly pleasant memory for her, and she might have a wee bit of bias in that category.
Yes, but still, seems awfully rude to just kill a person just because they happen to be.
This coming from the person who just, I don't know, less than 24 hours ago was saying, if he's not too dead, I'll eat him.
I didn't say anything of the sort.
That was his cousin.
It's sorry, I can't get the two of you apart.
I never said that. I just said that, if I was hungry, I don't mind eating. What's the difference?
I don't know that I understand the difference. You were still
Next-
talking about a corpse?
I don't understand how Klex. I don't know. I'm talking in Goblin now. Like how can he not tell us apart? Like
Common, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I think he wants you to speak a language that. Well, I don't need to tell you. That.
I think it was self-explanatory.
Yeah, I realize.
That one is right on point.
I mean, I've got the bone, and you've got the druidy things, and I don't
Like
know.
the animal bones,
Yeah,
as opposed to the goblin bone.
yeah,
They're very distinct.
yeah. They're very
Um,
different.
If you took basic
See-
anatomy, you should know the difference.
No,
See,
None of us
see,
know.
wait.
Zot understands.
No, I don't. We're adventurers. We never went to school. That's
He's
why
not
we
wrong.
adventured.
That's not true. Do any of
None
you
of us
cast
are
wizard
wizards.
spell- Oh, okay, you're right. None of us are.
None of us are wizards.
No,
we didn't go to school.
and I was a soldier. I mean, my training was pretty much do what you're told.
That is the best kind of training.
You do what you told. You don't complain. You don't
Yeah,
say
don't
anything.
complain. Don't complain. You complain, you get to work more.
That seems appropriate.
I mean, it's what they did.
So next morning, where is it that you guys are going? What would you like to do?
I think we've promised to go back to the mansion in Barovia.
Village of Barovia. Yes, the village of Barovia, I believe. That was where I believe the man and his sister were staying. Is that correct?
You think?
Excellent. And I believe it took us roughly 6 hours to get there. To
It
get
was
here.
several.
Wow.
Yeah, it was about 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, it was a while because we had that we encounter with the crazy people.
So, as you guys are heading back, I do want to. Well,
I. Mm, you
what?
can- So I'm reading over the reading again.
Okay.
We should pay attention to the fourth card. I think.
Yeah, that's why we're going to see the brother.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was let's go get that thing done, or if it was that or both.
I think it was both.
Okay.
So I am compelled to point out at you as you guys reach kind of this part, heading back, you see what looks like a trail kind of leading into the woods, which, if this trail's correct, and it's pretty well hidden, would kind of probably cut across the woods like this and cut out a significant amount of time.
Oh, well then let's take that trail.
Why?
Oh,
Because it's
are
faster.
you afraid of trees? Trees are
I
very
mean,
nice.
they're not. I mean, depending on your religion, I have heard that trees are evil. Why else does Thor smite them all the time?
I mean, these are weird trees. They're not all like,
I mean, I heard about
coniferous
the
and
lightning strikes on trees. Like, obviously, the gods of lightning don't like them.
well, they're not all like ferny like the ones that we're used to, but they're still trees. So I'm sure it'll be fine.
We've probably seen these kind of trees in the mountains.
Yeah, that's fair. We must be in the mountains because these are mountain trees.
Actually, you have a very good view of the mountains. I have to say, it's a very rugged, almost beautiful land. Actually, it probably is very, very pretty to look at, but it looks very forlorn and rugged, almost lonely. All right, so you are taking the path.
Yeah,
then.
the forest path.
Okay.
Oh, while we do that, is it possible to forage?
Yeah, sure.
I got a bad feeling about this.
What are you foraging for?
Preferably food for the carnivorous type on our path.
If it looks,
Okay.
Squirrel.
if it looks
So,
like he's,
squirrels, rabbits.
yeah, if he looks like he's
small-
looking for food and such, I'd
Whatever,
like to
whatever
assist.
we can eat.
Okay.
Like
Tiny, cute woodland creatures that don't have much on them.
well, tiny woodland creatures, maybe. Maybe non-poisonous mushrooms,
How would you know?
berries, that kind of stuff.
Be more than
Yeah.
willing to talk to them before I try to eat them,
Before-
if
So,
that helps
Okay.
in the hunting.
So do you say that to my character that you're going to talk to the animals before you butcher them?
Well,
Or he
sometimes
hunts them.
yeah, because sometimes it's easier to lull things
Oh my God!
calmly.
You guys need some better manners. So you're gonna talk to the
What,
creature, be like,
you telling
"Oh,
me that
hello."
you shouldn't talk to your food? I mean, that's just plain rude.
No, I don't talk to my cow or my pig. I don't want to become friendly with them. I couldn't kill
him,
them then.
Smalls.
Why not? I mean, if you have to eat, you have to eat. I think animals understand that.
No, they don't. Would you understand if I have to eat you?
Well, yeah. That doesn't mean I would make it easy for you to eat me, but if you were hungry,
Trust
I'd
me,
be
I'm
dead,
not
so
eating
I
your
don't think it
stringy little
matters, but-
self. I'm not eating you. Trust me.
yeah.
While Klex is having this discussion, Oz has his nose like down in the dirt looking for truffles.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
think we're
so
getting
the-
where
the-
we want to get
the-
very fast.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are probably moving pretty slowly.
I would like to move faster.
I believe both of us do have the Outlander.
Yeah.
Feature, which should make it not too slow.
It's not too slow. And I believe Klex and Duthane were also in the front. Based
Well, I
off
was
the
in the
marching
rear.
orders you guys had come up with previously.
Because I'm pretty sure I don't trust them.
Oh, is it Zasa and Wraith that are in the front?
I think so.
Sounds right.
I'm in the rear with the gear.
I think Wraith was in the back. It was Oz and Zotz in the front, and
Oh,
me
okay.
in front of Duthane, and then Wraith bringing up the rear.
The feathery guy I don't seem to have any issues with. He's not out to eat me or kill my kin.
Well, I mean, we've traveled enough that, I mean, you have value other than as food, so I wouldn't eat you.
No,
All right.
The only part
So,
is, I don't
Zots and
believe you after the
Oz.
comment you made about the swinging bird.
So Zots and Oz are in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Kleck's kind of in the middle. Wraith behind Oz, and Duthane behind Oz, and Wraith behind Zotzaza.
In the rear with the gear.
Okay. Well then, that changes things.
was we about to be ambushed from the rear.
No. It just means that who is it that has to worry about this? Oz has a very different passive perception, than Duthane.
That's true.
So it changes what I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I was about to say, hey, Duthane, you notice. Instead, I say, hey, Oz, roll a dex save.
Do I get to
Excellent.
see this deck say? Actually, do I even have that feature yet?
Probably not.
Do I get to see the thing that I'm making a deck save against?
Unfortunately, no, because your passive perception's not good enough.
You don't have danger sense yet, do you?
No, I do have danger sense.
But
That's why I
it still
asked.
requires you to see it.
Yeah.
That's still a pretty decent roll.
That is sadly a pretty decent roll.
Oh, I'm glad it's not me. I have a terrible deck save.
So the it looks like the trail, kind of the foot trail that's cutting through. There's like this thin tarp made of twigs and pine needles, and right as your foot comes down, the ground kind of goes out from under you. Fortunately for you, you are able to manage to catch yourself on the edge of the pit before falling about 20 feet to some nasty spikes down at the bottom.
Oh,
Oh, somebody laid a snare trap in here, or
They did,
a
and there's
pit
like
trap in
sharpened wooden stakes.
oh, it
Is
looks
there
like
any animals in there?
Nope.
here. Nope.
And it cuts right across the path.
Oh, it's. Does the path continue, Rod?
I mean, yeah, you can go around it if you'd like.
I'm saying much further.
Well, I mean, are you going to go scout ahead by yourself?
No, I need to keep the gobbles in front.
Okay.
No. After you.
Klex will go around.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you
keep
guys
going.
can easily make your way around it. And it's probably about, the trail winds about 40 feet more through the woods, it does seem to kind of just peter out into the trees.
Well, knowing where we are, is it possible to figure out how to like keep forward and still get back to like cut through the forest and get back to the other side?
Of course.
All right.
I'll buy that for a silver.
So
That's
what
what I
you're
would like
telling
to
me
do.
is the trail ends, Rod.
Yes, the trail ends.
Exactly as I thought.
Yes.
You have chosen
Okay.
poorly.
I say I told you so.
Oh, why? We're still in the forest, and we just
Yeah.
need to go that way.
Oh, that's never
Actually, you know, Wraith, you might like that idea because then you don't have to go past that area where you saw yourself hanging.
And listen to my compatriots talk about eating me. Yeah.
All right, so we're making our way through the woods then.
Look on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. None of you have a feature whereby you don't ever get lost, right?
I don't know. Here, you make the decision based off of that.
General layout of train. You know what? I will. I'll let you guys, since you have that wanderer feature, roll survival with advantage for the general layout. But of course, you could always end up wandering around this little part of the Svalich Woods. Okay. So yeah, you get back to the road.
Oh, that's excellent.
See, you just have to like trust us.
No, I don't.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So, continuing then, I assume along the way. One other weird thing. As you guys are crossing that bridge that goes over the Ivlis River, looks like there's something in the bridge, in the middle of the bridge, like in the roadway, literally in the middle of the bridge.
Like what kind of thing?
Actually, looks like a small bird cage.
Like a
like probably about 6 to 8 inches high.
Like
Bird
a Tweety
cage.
bird cage,
Yes,
like a little bird cage you might have a little pet in.
yes, a very little bird cage.
Okay, so not human sized.
No, not at all.
Not a wraith sized bird
Actually,
cage.
that's why I said about 6 to 8 inches, probably. Yeah, that's probably about 6 to 8 inches.
It's fine. You guys go first.
That's what she said.
That seems like a poorly designed trap. You can see it a mile away.
Ah, but is it?
I'll go up to it.
Okay.
Is it a bird cage?
It looks like a bird cage.
Is it open?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no birds in it.
This is a terrible trap. How are you supposed to catch anything if it doesn't look like it closes on its own?
No, there's a little gate. You could close it and latch it shut.
Yeah, but it doesn't snap shut on its own.
It's not a trap, you fool.
No, it's not a. Oh, I get it.
It's,
I get
it's
it.
not a trap. It's a place where you can put a bird and keep it alive.
Don't look at
Wraith
me.
is way too big to fit in that.
Don't look at me.
I
Yeah.
understand it's too big for Wraith. But a wee bird, like a robin, or perhaps something more exotic, like one of those parroty things we saw in your homeland.
Why would you put it in a cage?
Because people like pretty things.
People like
Oh,
pretty things. Pretty things.
Keep it in the cage until you're ready to cook it up.
No, it died. No, God, why has it always got to be eaten?
Well, I
Oh.
mean,
It's
that's
your
basic
pet.
survival, man.
It's like the wolf right there. You keep it around because it says pretty things, and it's nice to have a pretty colored thing in your life. I think.
you can't ride
No.
a
I've
bird.
talked to
While
Chopper
you
before.
guys
He doesn't
are
really have
having
pretty
this-
things to say.
Klex and Duthane, while you're having this
We're
discussion,
ambushed.
no, but you do see kind of off, not too far off in the woods, seems to be this yellow-eyed wolf just looking at you.
Oh, a lycanthrope. Excellent.
No, I didn't say that. I said a yellow-eyed wolf.
Now, that's my character's assumption, because
Oh,
everything's
okay.
worse when it's a lycanthrope.
Oh,
Now,
it might be that
Does
wolf
anybody
that
else?
ran away.
They actually notice it?
No, this is a regular-sized wolf, not a dire wolf.
Oh, so it's just probably his henchman. Check.
Ooh.
It's a
Can
henchman.
I try to?
Well, I don't know that
Is
you.
it close enough? Can I get close to it?
You gonna try?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Ty, I
What
just
are you doing?
added copy of wolf to your folder for forms.
What are you doing? Don't go anywhere near it. Do
So
you
you're
wanna get
approaching
eaten?
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems to growl a little bit, like showing its teeth just a little.
Well, bye.
I would like to cast Animal Friendship.
All right. So as you begin doing that, it kind of turns and sprints off into the woods.
Oh, it's
I don't
only
think
one
that's
action
gonna-
though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
Now,
that
when
the-
it turns, does it like run and does it look like it turns off and runs in fear, or does it look like it like basically?
Why
Realize
don't you give
what
me an
you're doing.
insight roll?
Okay.
Didn't Madame Eva
No,
say
it
all the wolves were controlled by the Devil Strahd?
I believe she did mention something about that.
All the wolves are controlled by the Devil Strahd.
Yes. In fact, since you have a Kenku here, I will confirm that. Damn Kenku.
Well, the
Huh.
Kenku can basically repeat everything she said that night,
I know.
which is awesome.
Now, that said, I do not feel that I always have to do the Taroka reading in character. The first card tells of history. I'm not going to do that every single time. You're like, hey, Kenku, go ahead. Tell us about the cards again.
And then he can try.
Yeah,
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
right.
So, do you guys think we're being watched? Or is this
Certainly.
Strahd like a pack leader?
You think?
I think Strahd controls the whole area.
Yeah, he's kind of
And
the
I know- I'm
boss
not-
here, isn't he?
I'm not sure he's a benevolent dictator either. I just think he's a dick.
Well, considering everybody calls him the Devil Strahd,
No, they don't.
probably a good guy.
No, they don't always call him the Devil Strahd. As you noticed, the brother the other night specifically went out of his way to refer to him as the Count Strahd. Huh. And I believe that was because he didn't want to provoke the man, beast, whatever.
Whatever.
Huh. Okay.
It's very obvious that he does seem to have some sway over everything in the area.
That's very unnatural.
I
don't
point to
think
the
I like
castle that's sitting on the very highest point in the land.
Yep.
I don't think we should go there, by the way.
You think?
Probably not.
Well, I suppose not yet, but
I mean, eventually we may have to go there for some reason, but I think we should try to go unnoticed as long as possible.
I think that ship's done sailed.
I mean, think of this as a large pond of fish, and he's looking at them through a glass. You know, just stay in the back. He still sees you, but he doesn't know what you're doing.
In the rear with the gear.
Aye.
Okay. Well, let's go find this brother.
We should be in Bravovia.
So
In the village.
continuing on back to the village.
I mean, assuming there's nothing weird about the birdcage.
No, I assume you leave it on the bridge.
I'll take it. You never know
Okay.
when it might be useful.
I mean, maybe you could catch a small squirrel and put it in there. And you can eat it for later.
Ooh, squirrel.
Why didn't put it in there?
Because it's like your brother said. You could probably keep it alive a little longer and eat it later.
Why does everything have to be eaten?
Because
So,
they're goblins. Goblins
Ty, it
apparently
is-
eat everything.
He gobbles.
The bird cage is specifically a trinket, in case that matters. But you can go ahead and put it on your sheet. I mean, it might be a fun little toy at some point.
Okay.
Oh, it's on the trinket chart?
Yeah, it is.
It's the birdcage on the trinket chart?
Yep.
Okay. I think I rolled myself a trinket. Is that okay, Rod?
I've put the party marker down here, kind of where you're coming into town. But I mean, you know, you might end up moving up a little bit. Where's it you guys are going? Basically back to the house where he said he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, back
Yes.
to his mansion.
Okay,
His
so
manor house or
Kind
whatever it
of
is.
this way.
I think it's E4, right?
It is now. Just so
He's
you're
Mark
aware,
Kovanovich.
as you're passing this house, you hear coming from the right some sort of weeping or crying sound.
I continue on.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm not sure being a good guy here is being. I mean,
Actually,
I
but
knock
you're
on the
not,
door.
aren't you?
No, I knock on the door.
You do. Okay. So I mean, it's just this moaning sob. You know, it's a dark 2-story townhouse.
Like,
No one
but it's not
answers.
screaming, right?
No, it's more of like a low moaning sob.
Okay, then we can. They don't want to be bothered. Let's leave them alone. They're obviously in pain or something. We dwarves take personal grief, seriously.
By giving
that?
people privacy.
Correct.
Okay.
Hey,
We don't want to
Klex,
interrupt their grieving. I mean, at this place, lots of people probably
What's up,
dying.
Oz?
I'm talking in Goblin again at this point. What's that
What?
noise?
What are
I
you
don't
guys
think I've ever
talking
heard
about?
anybody say, make sound like that before.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, it
What-
happens every time at the beatings when you're getting people beaten.
Yes.
Do you actually speak Goblin?
No.
Does Duthane speak
I
Goblin?
wish I did.
Okay. This way you could eavesdrop.
Are we a
I
wounded
open my
animal?
beak to say something,
person?
and then I just close it and
Alright,
just shake
well.
my head.
Yeah.
What was that, Dan?
I said I open my beak to say something, and then just decide not to close it and shake my head.
Common mother effer. Do you speak it?
Yeah. It seems to be my go-to phrase when they start talking to goblin to each other. I just forget it. I'm not even worried about this.
When
Time.
you're talking, just so you know, whenever you're talking a language the group speaks, we all worry a little bit.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to worry you guys. Just, it's a weird noise. I'd never heard it before.
It's a person crying.
It's a person crying.
It-
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever heard a goblin cry before.
No, I have.
Wait.
They usually do a lot of that when you're beating them unconscious.
I will start making goblin crying noises.
Oh, that's awful. Who would do that?
Adventurers.
And mixed in with the sound of the goblin crying, you'll hear like something hitting something solid periodically.
Okay.
I would do that.
So you guys know what it sounds like to beat a goblin silly.
What a great noise.
And they wonder
Snakes.
why
Could
we're
have been
talking goblin.
snakes.
Can you play that noise
No,
again?
we're
really?
trying to help you understand that your people have a bad reputation, but it's not because they haven't been bad and earned it. I mean, if you
Dwarves
really
have a
want to,
bad reputation.
yeah, they
they're
do.
always They're always, to hear you tell it. Apparently, you guys kill goblins
Just murder
on sight.
people all the time.
Well,
Terrible
no,
people.
usually because they're invading. I mean, it's not like we want you. I mean, if you sent a letter ahead and said, "Hey, by the way, we'd like to come by and say hello and maybe have a beer," we might let you in. But you don't do that. You come in with a horde, all roaring and stabby spears on top of wargs, and you start stabbing people.
See, this is how I know you don't know anything about goblins. Goblins would not travel in a horde and start stabbing people. They would set up ambushes and shoot them from afar.
It might travel in a stack where you're from.
I look at
Yeah,
shots.
sure.
I look at shots and go, "Are you entertained?"
I'm pretty sure that there are different groups of goblins. Perhaps the reason why you gents are so nice is because you're from a different one. But the ones up in the mountains, they're only slightly better than kobolds.
It's a kobold.
That is a lizardy dude, little small lizardy man.
Very, very terrible creatures.
I mean,
So
they tend
like-
to worship dragons.
I have a sneaking suspicion that there are some in Chult, so we probably would have seen a kobold before.
Okay.
I wish I remembered
Yeah.
the phrase that Kurt used in that one campaign to describe them.
So from here, are you guys? It sounds like continuing on
we
towards
move-
the mansion and ignoring.
course,
the,
I'm curious enough, so I will go
You're
open the
killing
door
me,
and peek in.
Smalls.
No, don't
Okay.
do that. I mean,
No,
if
no, no,
someone's
he's
in there
opened the
crying,
door.
no,
It's,
Unfortunately,
oh,
I will
great.
follow him because
uh,
even though he's the
So
annoying
it's
goblin,
Allow people to
the
mourn.
door opens. It looks like someone stacked some old furniture behind it because it only opens an inch or so before it's hitting into something. You'd have to really shove it. And looking around, it looks like most of the rest of the house, like the windows and the other points of entry, are kind of boarded up.
see, they don't want you to come in.
But why would you do
or
that
maybe
in your own
they
village?
don't want something to get out, and if they don't want something to get out, we need to deal
I'm
with
not
it.
sure everyone here is. And I pause, and I look around. Sane.
Crazy bitch.
I mean,
Oz, can you open the door?
Yeah, probably. Hold on. Give me a sec.
here's the other possibility: they tried to keep something from getting in. This is
Or
not
they
gonna
tried to
go
keep
well.
something from getting out.
Mm.
In which case, we should go deal
Ah,
with
No,
it.
It's
usually
really
those things
jammed.
are on the outside if they're trying to keep them from getting out.
Oh,
This
you
is
can,
something
Oz, if you want to take your time and say, yeah, I'm going to take my time and get through it, you can do that. I don't need
Okay.
you to roll.
Okay. Then yes,
Okay.
Klex has asked me to open the door, so I will
Yep.
force the door open.
You do. You force the door open. The furniture and stuff like some kind of like old Anwar, tips over. Loud crash falls to the ground.
Oh my God! What
I
are you
will
doing?
generally look at the
However-
rest of the party and say, it's always good to have a strong cousin.
However, the moaning sob doesn't change at all. Like there's no start to it. Like no sound of fear or anything. Just continues to kind of,
This is not
cry.
gonna- I'm keeping a watch out, Rod.
Okay.
You go.
Waiting for the bad thing to happen.
I got
Why do you think a bad thing is
feeling
gonna
about
happen?
this.
Because so far, every time those two little guys have done something, a bad thing has happened. It hasn't always turned out bad yet, but wait for it.
Okay.
Oh, a broken
It
clock is
sounds,
right
looking
twice a
at
day.
It is a 2-story townhouse.
That's not always true. A broken clock that doesn't keep time is never right.
And it sounds like the sound is actually coming from upstairs.
Oh, I'm sure this is going to go well.
Okay. Well, but I will like sneak upstairs.
Okay.
I will tell
Um,
Chomper to stay.
Deaf, dirty fools.
So you sneak upstairs, and then kind of peeking around the side of the stairs, you see there's a hallway with a couple of doors. One of the doors is open. Sound is very clearly coming from that room. Do you continue?
Yeah. My
Okay.
curiosity
Hello,
knows
miss.
no
Assume
bounds.
you're being stealthy.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
draw my
trying to.
sword and approach.
Okay. Are you is Zotz also being stealthy? I don't need you guys to roll yet. I'll
No,
ask you.
I'm a paladin.
So
I'm a
you're not
goblin.
even trying.
Being stealthy is what
I'm a
is,
cleric,
like,
we don't do
second
stealth.
nature.
Okay.
You know, you don't need to be sneaky if there's no one left to see you.
Sorry, let me amend. I'm a dwarf. We don't do stealthy.
No, you don't. Dwarves don't. So you guys see, kind of peeking into the room, what looks like actually a woman, kind of huddled over, clutching a doll and just kind of rocking a little bit and kind of weeping.
I look at two things. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours.
I'm outside.
I haven't gone in either.
Okay, we have a deal.
All right. I will.
Hey, you got to
turn-
write that one down, Dan. Okay, we have a deal.
Yeah, I am.
I'll,
that one's worth keeping.
I'll turn to. Oz followed in as well as Zot, right?
I believe so, as did Zotz. Basically, only the two people remained outside.
So
Somebody
I will,
has to cover your retreat.
Okay. I'll turn to Zot's. And I'll point to the woman. Like, there's a woman in there. Do you want to talk to her?
I'm certain he can unhinge his
Okay.
jaw.
I was gonna say something funny, but I was muted, and I already said it. I don't want to say it again. He will walk in and he will ask why she's weeping. Would you like to unmute yourself?
Damn it! So that is what she looks like, and as you walk in, she doesn't even really seem to notice your presence. Just kind of keeps rocking a little bit, and
Oh,
it looks like
Mad
as
Mary.
you're closer, she seems to be holding what looks like a doll.
Like what kind of doll?
I don't know. You're gonna get closer.
Yes.
Okay. It
If she
actually
hits
looks
me,
like
I
a
will
like
kill
a.
her. So
I'm sure it looks like a children's rag doll, but it's almost
Oh.
like. Imagine if a children's rag doll was sewn in the shape of a hunchback.
oh,
So it's kind of
Okay.
this malformed thing. But it has a dress on, so it's obviously, a girl hunchback doll.
Okay.
he will ask her why she weeps.
Kind of keeps rocking.
Psst, I think she's broken.
So too.
Damn, I'm outside. I didn't get that one.
He will nudge her with his foot.
She kind of looks at you and seems to keep weeping. Looking at her, what's your insight's decent, isn't it?
No.
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 She has some kind of like 1,000-yard stare where she's like staring past you, even though you're right in front of her.
Yeah, I'm playing a religious brick.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you have charisma, though.
I do have charisma. So he will sit down in front and continue to ask her. Although I'm guessing that she's not gonna actually say anything. She's just going.
What's your
stare at-
approach? Are you trying to be nice? Are you trying?
Yeah, I'm not
being
trying to be
gentle, or are
mean.
you like, damn it, woman, tell me what you're doing?
I'm trying to be as nice as possible.
Not
Okay.
like- not
So
like
give
the
me
British
give me
Afrikaner.
some sort of charisma roll that you think is.
Oh, you mean dwarven
Persuasion,
medicine?
performance, intimidation, deception. I have every charisma skill.
Well, probably persuasion, since you said you're taking a gentle approach, would probably be the right way to go.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't really, intimidate gently.
So
17.
she kind of, what? you seen Gertruda? Have you seen
I don't
Gertruda?
believe so.
I haven't seen Gertruda. She she got out of the house about a week ago. I don't know where my daughter is. Oh, Gertruda. And she takes the doll, which, by the way, now that you're closer, not only does it look like a hunchback, but it's got this weird leer on its face, and the dress is made of sackcloth. I mean, there's a little frayed tag on the dress, but she's kind of like she's stroking the head of the doll, holding it to her as if it were her daughter.
That's pretty weird,
Crazy
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
right? What a weirdo. But she's mourning, I suppose. So it's
I think something bad has happened to Gertruda.
well, seeing as you live in Barovia, I don't think you're too far off. But
She begins weeping a little bit more.
I will attempt to find your daughter.
You can find Gertruda?
Hopefully.
You'll tell her I kept her doll safe?
Or I could take the doll and bring it to her.
But it's the last thing I have. Will the doll help you find Gertruda?
Perhaps.
She kind of looks at the doll, looks at you, back at the doll. She doesn't seem certain what she should do.
I will
She's
give
kind
her
of
time to
half
think.
holding it out. What's that?
I will give her time to think. And if she's just gonna kind of keep looking
Yeah,
back
she's
at the
on a
doll
loop.
at me, I will attempt to
How long do we wait
take
out
the
here
doll
for
from
them
her.
and just assume
Okay.
that they're all dead?
So after a little bit, Oz was gonna kind of be like, well,
I
It's
pity the
boring.
fool.
So there are some words, by the way, on the frayed tag.
Are they in a language that I can speak?
They are in common, in fact.
Ooh, what does it say?
It says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Okay.
Maybe that's the name of the toy maker who made this toy.
Hey, you guys!
Do
Oz
I
will
hear
go
that?
over to Oz will go over to a window and like push some stuff aside and look outside and like,
The
What?
windows. Remember, the window is boarded up.
Okay.
You'd have to, force it open.
I will pry a board off of the window and then like stick my goblin head out.
Okay.
Like, what?
I should totally board it back up while his head is sticking.
Brother, you alive?
Oh yeah, we're fine. There's some lady that's sad up here, I guess. I think her daughter went missing.
Okay, so we're
It
gonna
feels
put
really
the,
bad, but
put the stuff back, right?
I guess we could put what? Wait, what stuff?
The stuff blocking the door. Obviously, she was fearing for her life, which is why she closed up the place. Now
I
you've
mean,
given
I
egress
guess
to whatever things happen at night.
I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here if I put all the stuff back, but okay.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Well, you just broke open the window. You can always go out through there.
That's a good call. Sure.
Well,
Well,
every so often.
God, you gotta give
I
us
will
woman
push
killed.
the stuff. I will push the stuff back in front of the door, heedless of the fact that Zots probably can't fit through the goblin-sized hole that I'm going to make in the window.
So,
And then I will crawl out the window.
Wraith
Okay.
will look at Duthane, and this is just going to sound off the wall because it doesn't make any sense at all. But he'll look at him and he'll point up at the goblin and go, "He's your son."
He's not my son.
Not either of your sons.
I know. I would have killed you at birth.
Man, and you say goblins are bad, are evil.
I know.
I would have
Never
probably
kill
killed my
like
wife too.
we never kill a goblin baby. Sure, sometimes they die really young if they're have bad luck. But there's always like 20 or 30 of us in every litter.
If they take a tumble or fall.
Or if they're, in a cave that adventurers happen to walk through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly.
Well, they didn't kill all the goblins. In fact, he didn't kill any of the children.
All right. Stay on target.
No, I was just saying, like, for a dwarf being green ain't natural. And probably if you're green, you're dead anyway.
Yeah, you're a really weird color for a dwarf. Every dwarf I've ever met has been really pale.
Okay.
So it sounds like you guys are exiting the townhouse.
I would like to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a plan. I mean, I'm not sure there's much I
I mean,
can do with a
we're
broken
only a
human.
few blocks away from the guy's house, and we have
Yeah,
a job to do.
And you
It's
did
right there.
You did mention searching for a kid, right?
Yes, we have to find a child.
All right. Are you carrying?
Why-
Just
why
any
are we
child, or do
looking
you
for
have
a
a
child?
description?
Did you get the doll from her? I didn't catch that. If you got
They
to
got
that point,
yes.
Yes,
He has the
I
doll.
did
All right.
attempt to take the doll.
are you holding
Yes.
it, or you put it in a bag?
We'll put it in my bag.
So we're looking for a tiny little person.
Yes.
No, I
Okay.
think they're normal size.
So I will look at point at your bag, and I will bark, like Chomper does.
I have no treats for you in my bag.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I would not kill you either.
I mean, if it was really annoying or possessed by a demon, you might.
Maybe.
I
don't
really
believe
hope
you.
that you don't. I mean, if I was possessed by a demon, you wouldn't kill me, would you?
I mean,
Yes.
of course
Yes,
we'd
we
try
would.
to knock you unconscious, but
Without a doubt, I would purge the demon.
but sometimes, when you cast spells
Do you
like
feel that love?
when you
Yeah.
cast spells, you have to designate it friend or foe,
So
and then there's accidents happen.
And I
Wraith,
hope if the same thing happened to me, you guys would do the same.
Wraith will walk up, put his hand on Shots' shoulder, shake his hand, or shake his head, and slide a hand the doll out and try to get Chomper to sniff it.
So, quick question: how does Wraith know about the doll?
Well, he said he put it in his bag as he's coming out, right?
I'd put it in my bag before it had come
Okay, well
out.
then Wraith wouldn't know about it. I
It's
thought you
more
were
of
putting
the-
it in your bag as you came out the door.
No, I
Well,
think it was, you had said, "Do
no
you
one-
have it, or is it in your bag?" He said, "I put it in my bag."
Okay, my mistake.
I think he meant I had put it in my bag.
Yeah.
No reason
Well, then I
that
wouldn't know.
being
Although if
a
anyone had
paladin is gonna
asked,
carry around a doll.
hey, what did you guys go in there for? Then
Yeah,
he'd
that's
probably talk about it.
that's not my vocabulary, so
Right, which is why I'm like, if anyone asked, then yes. But I don't believe that the Kenku can actually ask that. Or
Not
the
yet.
paladin will understand what he's saying.
But I'm sure at some point somebody is told him what happened. Ask the question, what happened?
The woman inside seems to be mourning for her child.
Oz explained that there's a woman and a missing child.
Yeah, I think she's real sad because one of her children went missing. I'm surprised that there's not like 12 more
What
of
do you
them
mean,
running
one of her
around
children?
here.
How many children does she have?
Well, I would assume, if she had one children, she probably had at least 6 more.
That's not exactly true for the other races, just so you know.
Not exactly how
I mean,
childbearing
normally
works.
you get one at a time, maybe two. On like a super, super rare event, you get 3.
Oz will kind of look at Klex for a second and be like,
2, 3.
"You're kidding, right?"
No.
Oz, Klex will shrug because it's like, well, I mean, it's possible. I mean, there's plenty of animals out there that only have a single youngling
Yeah,
or
that's
offspring.
fair.
I mean, just so you know, not everybody is exactly how you are.
Well, they should be, because goblins are
No,
better.
no, we shouldn't be.
Well, that's
Trust
why they're not people.
No, they are people. They're just different people.
You don't
That's
eat
right.
people, so they
So-
can't be people.
I'm gonna assume we're having this conversation while moving down the street.
Oh yeah,
We are?
definitely.
Yes.
But he just stated again that we're not people and it's okay to eat us.
So let me give you guys a little bit of box text as you get down to the Burgomaster's mansion.
Okay.
A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate is cast aside while the left swings lazily in the breeze. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tamped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. The windows themselves are all barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Oh, this seems like a good place to go.
Now, with the perceptions, the passive perceptions all of you have, you can see there are trampled weeds all around the mansion, scores and scores of wolf paw prints. There are human footprints as well, quite a few.
Stop doing that! Didn't I tell you to not do that? You're gonna summon some god-awful wolf, or worse, some dire wolf, or worse, a lycanthrope.
Or a
God awful
dire
wolf.
lycanthrope.
Or worse than worse, all of them!
All right. While Duthane is complaining about the Kenku's wolf noise, I will walk up to the door and knock.
Okay. There's a voice that calls from within. Sounds female. Uh, who is there?
It's your friends from the bar last night.
I've not been to the bar. The voice is female.
Oh, they'd be your brother.
My brother is not here at the moment. He had an errand to run.
Oh, they would be okay if we just wait outside then.
Yes, you are free to wait outside.
Ah,
Oh, where
excellent.
did your brother go?
He went on an errand. It's impolite to ask what he's doing.
He went
Why?
that
Yeah,
away.
but he said that he was going to wait for us here, though.
Well, that was last night. Obviously, he had something important to do. Jeez.
Who is it that's asking?
You look like a wraith.
The small ones.
Klex.
You're the ones
Oz.
that Ismark met at the tavern.
Correct. We are the adventuring group that seems to have found its way here.
Certainly.
Well, my brother should be back. He was just going to the church.
Oh, is the church the funny building over on the hill with the graveyard behind it?
It is. If
Okay.
you were to go all the way down the street, you'd get to the church.
Yes, you go to the inn and then you make the slight left down the main drag, and then that goes to the church, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, do you think it's important for us to go find your brother?
I suppose, unless you wanted to wait for him to come back.
I mean, we can go find your brother. He just told us to come back after we went and talked to the gypsies.
Why would you? Well,
So,
okay.
the gypsies apparently have a way of prophesizing events that could be unfolding soon, and apparently the five of us were in some sort of prophecy.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that, but you can talk to Ismark.
Oh, well then we'll head that. Is there a chaplain or some sort of clergy in the church?
Yes. You can. That's who we went to speak to, Father Donovich.
Oh, Donovich. Okay. Well, stay safe. Keep the doors locked. We'll be back in a wee while.
I'll be back.
So you guys are probably about halfway there. When coming down the street back towards you is Ismark.
Oh, that's good timing.
So
Hello, well
he
met,
sees you.
Ismark.
You came back. I was a little worried you might not make it. It is
Oh, the gypsies
dangerous
are-
to travel the Svalich woods.
The gypsies are quite a nice lot.
I don't know that you actually met any Vistani if you think that.
No, they seem to be all right people. If you
It's
understand their ways a bit.
I do, having lived in Barovia my entire life. The The Vistani work for Strahd.
I didn't say these were Vastoni. These appear to be some sort of gypsies.
Yes, that is them.
Well, I mean,
The
the
Devil
tarot
Strahd.
reading we had seemed to imply we might be very helpful for you in the future.
Well, I could use some help. If you're
Yeah, about our
willing.
plan. About our plan. Have you figured that part out?
What plan?
To-
I have a plan, but
Right. Should we speak about it on the street?
Escort.
good point. Yes, let's head back to my father's mansion.
Ah, and then you can give
Yeah.
us a proper introduction to your sister.
You what do you mean proper introduction? Have you already met her?
Well, we went to your house first. She was there. We didn't open the door. She was
Well,
good about
good.
not opening the door. So
I'm glad she didn't open the door.
but she did tell us that you were over here, which is why we met you.
I see. Yes, you're right. Let's get indoors. So he will, take you back. He knocks on the door, tells his sister, it's me. I have the strangers from the tavern.
I wish you wouldn't
please
call us
unbar the
strangers. I
door.
mean, the other two I understand, but the three.
Well,
Well,
he
at
hasn't
least
met
two of
you
us.
yet. So, she opens the door. It takes a little while. It sounds like she's pulling boards that have been hammered into the door off, and when the door opens, you can see quite clearly that that's exactly what she was doing. It looks like they've kind of, nailed some boards across the doorway and nailed them to the door. So it takes her a little while to get those off.
Are you expecting to be attacked?
So if you say that, Ismark, he goes, it's happened it happened almost every night for the last several nights, only stopping a few nights ago when our father died.
Some god awful wolves.
Let me tell you about the mansion itself real quick. The interior is well furnished, but older. The fixtures show signs of wear. The oddities, right? Again, the door, all the windows are boarded up, right? Someone has nailed everything closed, and there's lots of what look like symbols, kind of painted all over the room. You can see there's a side drawing room off from this main entry where you are, where there is a probably 6-foot long rectangular wooden box, which is surrounded by wilting flowers and has the faint odor of decay. Arena, the
Is that
sister,
your father?
I'll get to that, is not holding a sword, but, shows it in the image.
Hello, priestess.
Yeah, she is actually fairly attractive. Auburn hair, youngish. By youngish, probably like, 19, 20, 21, 22, somewhere around there.
Youngish for a human.
Yes, youngish for a human.
Old maid.
Of our current era, not a medieval era, which would be like 13 or 14.
Well, yeah, I figured I'd play to our sensibilities instead of going for verisimilitude in this regard.
I understand.
It's kind of creepy.
Because who really wants to
So when you
roleplay
had
a
said
14-year-old?
attacked, and you asked about the father, she kind of her eyes, they don't harden. I'm not sure what the right word is. It's clear that she's upset and she's grieving, but she doesn't look so foregone in grief. Not like the woman had been who was asking about her daughter. And Ismark's jaw just hardens, and he goes, "Yes, our father. Our mansion was attacked many times by wolves, by zombies, all sorts of things. And a few nights ago, during the last attack, my father's heart just gave out. He is gone now, and my plan. Let me tell you my plan. The Devil Strahd is clearly interested in my sister. I don't know why. I know she's an attractive young woman. That probably has something to do with it.
You think?
If yes, I do. Every everything I've heard has led me very firmly to the belief that Strahd is a vampire. It is my plan to get her out of Barovia, perhaps to Valaki. It's a settlement in the heart of the valley, quite beyond the view of Castle Ravenloft, and I hope beyond the reach of Strahd. I've heard Valaki is well defended, and if we could get her there, I believe she'd be safe. And she just very quietly just says, "I've said this, Mark. I'm not leaving until we've taken care of everything." And she kind of looks sideways at the handmade makeshift coffin.
Is that what you were headed off to the chapel about?
Yes, Arena's not willing to leave until we bury our father.
I mean, that seems very responsible.
Thank you.
Wraith starts making like the sound a fire makes.
Mm.
I don't think they do cremations here.
No, that would not be honorable rest for the burgomaster. But Father Donovich said he was unable to help, and he wouldn't even open the door.
What do you mean he wouldn't be able to help? Isn't he the chaplain?
Yes. Arena's like, would maybe one of you be able to?
Of course, I can perform the ritual.
Yeah, Duthane, you're a holy person, right?
Yeah,
both of us could perform burial rites.
I mean, of course, I primarily deal with the dwarven pantheon, being Moradin and all, but I'm sure I could say a wee word for you.
I mean, you've put a couple of our cousins in the pyre, right, Klex?
Make the noise of a goblin being beat again.
I don't think they want you to be putting them in the pyre. I think that was just what she alluded to.
That's all right, I guess.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I look over at it and I say,
customs,
right?
but...
You do not want him to be burned burned, right?
No. Burial is the proper way, honorable way to handle the dead.
And of course, some a way to prevent him from being arisen again, I assume.
And Arena just kind of shudders when you say that.
I believe there is something in my repertoire about that. Let me look into it.
So she goes, regardless, and we can't leave father dead on the floor of the mansion. It's just not right. Ismark, if
he died last night,
3 nights ago.
3 nights.
And that probably smells right.
Okay.
All right.
So he's already spoiled, is what you're telling me.
I did mention the odor of decay underneath all the flowers.
So I'm gonna take the little.
Why does it have to be eaten
for a moment?
I didn't say anything. I just asked if he's spoiled. That is an internal monologue.
Okay. So, internal monologue. Check. We'll let that go.
I'm gonna have to let it go because it was internal. As soon as it becomes external, I'm gonna deal with it real quick.
Boy, am I glad I'm not jamming for a dysfunctional party again.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. So.
Okay. Well, you guys use a coffin or something, right?
Yes, we built one for my father.
Well, no time like the present. Why not put him in the coffin and then...
He's actually already in it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the coffin's been sealed up.
Okay. All right, then why not take the coffin to the cemetery and bury him tonight?
For
That
today.
So,
Or is it actually?
if,
Well, actually, what time of day is it? That's
so,
probably a better question to
Rod,
ask.
midday. It was remember it was about 4 to 5 hours to
so
Serpool.
so
Okay.
Rod, I'm gonna perform a ceremony, ritual, and funeral rites.
Okay. Is this a like a specific just a yeah I'm just doing a funeral, or is this a I have a ritual spell prepared?
Well, it's a ritual spell, so I don't have to prepare it, but it's
Which one?
ceremony.
No, clerics can only cast ritual spells if they've prepared them.
That is
Oh,
true.
right.
It's
That is
not
very
that
annoying.
that is
It's not as
actually
good as the wizard.
It's very
ritual
annoying.
casting for wizards is another benefit that wizards have over all the other
Yeah.
than all
Assuming
other
their
casters.
spells even come up, the cleric rituals are way better than the wizard rituals, for the most part.
I
But
like
they
them.
take
I
a
really
slot
like them.
though.
You have to memorize
Remember,
it.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
They
or
take
prepare
a
it.
preparation slot,
They do.
which is still
Hurts.
pretty hurts. Yeah.
It can. It just constrains your options, but you know.
But there's the
Man
ceremony
around it.
of funeral rite. I never put that on my list, but I'm going to.
Oh, the ceremony spell. Yeah, I like that one. You
Well,
can
it's
marry
not a part of the.
people and stuff like
It's
that.
not a part of the normal spells, so I have to
No,
add
it's
it.
not in the SRD. Which
I can
one is
drag
it?
it for you if you want. I've got Xanathars on my compendium.
You want him to drag and drop that on there for you, Adam?
Sure, if you can.
All right. Yep. I just have to make 2 quick changes, and now Justin can do that. So, are you then proposing to have the ceremony tomorrow when
tomorrow
it's
morning.
prepared?
Why
that
not
would be
just
fine.
have a normal ceremony? If Irina is in danger, from what
If I
the
do it this way,
burgomaster and
then
her brother says,
if I-
shouldn't
if I-
we leave tonight?
well, if I do this way, then one, it gives us an opportunity to understand what has been attacking their house a bit, and then two, tomorrow I can do the funeral rites properly, and she can feel very good about the fact that nothing bad will happen to her husband, her father.
So that would be fine. And he goes, but Arena, it's an extra day. She goes, that will be fine, Ismark. He's our father. If he hadn't taken me in, I'd have no one.
Oh, you're not true siblings.
He goes, no, Arena's my adopted sister, but she's still my sister.
No, I didn't
And
say
I
anything.
mean, he sounds a little bit possessive when he says that of this is my sister, and as if don't even dare hint that she's not family kind of thing.
I'm not trying to hint that she's not
Protective
family,
older brother.
but it's just it's good to know these things.
Yeah.
Remind me,
Yes,
Klex. Which uncle was it? Was it Auntie Ratkin, or was it Uncle Chomper?
Did you name your dog after your uncle,
He's weird.
It's my favorite.
or did you
uncle.
name your uncle after the dog? Which came first?
Honestly, who knows?
That's what she said.
Okay.
Was it Auntie
Um,
Wirt? It was Auntie Wirt, wasn't it? That's how we're cousins, right?
I just look at him blank stared. We've been cousins all our lives. How do you not know this?
Oh,
I mean, I
have
think
lots
it comes
of
to the confusion of the fact that you're possibly one of six, who's one of six, who's one of six. And at some point, you've got connections out the wazoo.
It's true. How many cousins do you have, Klex?
He has the same number of
Count 'em.
cousins that you have.
Counting you.
I mean, if
53?
you're both cousins, then you both have the
muted.
same cousins.
So while the goblins discuss their family tree,
Which is more like a spiral.
it could be. Is there anything else that the rest of you guys are doing?
I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna do some dwarven stuff and look around and make sure everything looks secure.
It's pretty secure.
You
I
said it's
guess
midday, right?
Ismark it is. He'll probably pull Zotz aside since Zotz seems kind of quiet and not quite as the rest of the party.
Crazy bitch.
And
Wait,
just
what do
says,
you mean?
I didn't say that to you guys. And
Didn't stutter.
yeah, he says, Zotzi's, excuse me, I'm not sure how to tell your friend, but the church itself is boarded up, and and the chaplain, Father Donovich, won't let anyone in. It's going to be hard to hold the ceremony there.
That'd be
Well-
no problem.
Well, would you rather me break into the and see
No,
what's
Well,
happening?
like, can you
no,
not get
but
into the cemetery?
as adventurers, I
Or
had
try to
hoped maybe
figure
you'd
out
be
what
able
is
to
wrong?
convince him that we should be able to hold the ceremony inside.
Oh, sure, we can go do some negotiating. I'm assuming you have a family plot.
Yes, there's specific area for the burgomaster and his family.
Oh, excellent. Should be very easy then.
Yeah, we should take
you are
the.
willing?
Yeah, how about we take the coffin now, like during daylight? If you're attacked at night, we can bring it to your family plot.
Oh,
I don't know that you want to let
guess.
the body out of the house for the evening. It's probably safer inside until we can do the ritual tomorrow.
No. I mean, I don't have an issue with bringing him down to the church, but I was worried you weren't coming back, so I left Arena here by herself. I'd prefer to not do that again if I could avoid it.
Oh no, it makes sense. You want to make sure the sister's safe.
Yes, you'd be willing to bring our father to the church without
Well,
me?
I think you should probably keep your father here.
Why?
That would also be fine.
Ah, it's a very old dwarven custom. We keep the dead near us until it's time to bury him. It's safer that way.
He's spoiled, right? It's only gonna get worse in the house.
Why does
Well,
it have to
probably-
be?
I love how you use the word spoiled, though. I really do. I gotta say, Ty, that's just spot on.
Well, I can
I'm
fix
like
that
he's
tomorrow.
decaying or dying.
No, he's spoiled. In other
Rotting.
words,
He's no longer good to eat.
yes.
So how does the
His
druid
flesh has
ritual
gone
work?
bad.
Rod? How
USDA
does-
says you can't put him on the shelf.
So how does the druid ritual work, Rod?
The ritual casting for druids? Yeah,
Same as
I thought it was
same as
exactly the
clerics.
same.
Yeah, same as clerics. You have to have the spell. That's the reason why I have what is it? Speak with animals on my prepared list.
Oh, this
gentle
way you can
repose?
ritually cast it.
Yeah,
Do you have gentle repose?
I do not have gentle.
Why
repose.
don't you? It keeps meat fresh.
I'm not a
I
cleric.
don't think that's a druid spell.
It
Yeah.
is.
I don't think it is.
It's not on the
I
list.
think it's a higher level druid spell.
No, they didn't do that this edition. Everything's on. It's only on one level. There's not. They don't. Except
I
for
don't-
paladins.
I'm pretty sure it's not a druid spell.
It might not be.
It is actually a second level necromancy. I'm not seeing which, so it is.
Well,
It
it's
is cleric
abjuration.
and wizard only.
Okay.
So unfortunately, he will not be. Oh, you just sent. it
I
to me
am
in
going
chat.
to go to the bathroom.
All right. Thank
Okay, that's why
you
I'm really
for that
surprised because
update.
for him it keeps food fresh for 10 days.
But he's not. He doesn't have it on his list. Does anyone else need to take a couple of minutes to run to the restroom? I have a tendency
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
that. Like
Yeah, why
Dan,
don't-
he always makes sure he gets that 5-minute break in for players, and I'm always like, all right, we're playing. Just keep go.
All right,
why
that's
don't
not
we
a bad
take
idea.
5?
I'm
So-
gonna go grab a
If you
drink.
guys need
All
to,
right.
all right.
So we'll take 5, I guess, Dan.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and.
8:22. We'll say what? We think we can be back 8:30
I
in
think
case
so.
anyone watching needs to go.
Right, and I guess I'll prepare that spell too, Rod. I'm gonna make her feel real good about her dad's funeral.
Oh, is that a ritual as well?
Yes,
Is it?
for clerics it's ritual, and for wizards.
All right,
Oh,
so
I didn't
ladies
see
and
it there.
gentlemen, we'll be
I didn't
right
see the
back.
ritual tag.
And
It has an R
And we are back.
Look at that. We're actually back on time. That I think is an achievement in and of itself. All right. So it sounded like you guys were going to leave Ismark here with his sister. And we're going to, and in fact, I have a mini for her too. So why don't I'll go ahead and put that together at the house so we know they're both there.
Well, the other option is we leave Wraith with the sister and take Ismark with us.
Certainly.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you suggest that, they'll be like, "Thank you, we're fine." No. Please don't let us split your party up.
No. After you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. No. After you.
No. After you.
No.
Close
After
enough.
you.
There you go. It's close enough. So you guys then, it sounds like, are heading all the way down to the church.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Isn't it
Load
all the way
on.
up to the church?
Hold on.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess that would be all the way
It's
up.
not exactly very far. It's only like 4 blocks that way and another like 3 blocks the other way. It's
Yeah,
not
about
like this is a big town.
404.3 feet, as it showed a moment ago.
I mean, that's not too
That's-
far.
That's like 10 combat rounds if we're, not trying to hustle.
So not very far. I don't know why you keep complaining.
It's not. It's not far at all.
Let's go.
It'll take
Alright.
about a minute to get there.
And that is that building. So let me tell you about this. Atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. So you are at the church.
Knock.
Knock on the door.
Okay.
Very
Just so you're aware, as you approach the door, you notice that the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered by claw marks and scarred by fire.
Okay, I
Fire's cool. Fire's cool.
don't know what you're talking about. Fire's not cool.
Fire is very hot.
Yes.
I heard about this before. I think it's called irony.
Irony?
Irony?
So while you 3 scholars continue the discussion, I'll knock on the door again.
Knock.
Okay. So let me do this. Since we are going to the church,
We're going to
Aye.
the chapel. And
it's funny. I was just thinking that. I actually have a map of the church, so let's go there so people can see it.
That can't be bad. It can never be bad.
Certainly.
Dynamic lighting is on.
Dynamic lighting is on. Are you not seeing any part of the map at all?
No, I am seeing the outside of the map.
Excellent. Now,
Stop cheating, Dan.
what that does mean is the viewers are pretty much only going to see what Wraith sees, but I'm okay with that. At the moment, you see yours and Duthane's, Justin, but don't worry, I'm about to fix that. There you go.
Fair enough.
Excellent. I almost think I should let Dan see what everybody sees so that the viewers can see it. That seems like that
they
would be a
can
good
see
thing
it the
to do.
same time I do.
Oh, okay. We don't need to be nice to them.
No.
Remember, guys, I
a little
tried to be
different.
nice, but Dan doesn't. Just okay. So, I'm going to put Duthane up at the door since he said he was knocking with a loud kind of noise.
Occasionally, I'm gonna yell the words "Hello."
So you hear someone on the other side. Yes.
Wandering priest. Wandering priest of Moradin.
Knock.
I'm I'm not. I am a priest of the Morning
No,
Lord. I don't wander.
I am the more. I am the. Me, the person on this side of the door
Where the
is
hell
a
did Oz
priest
go?
of Moradin.
Oh, I see. I see.
No, you don't see me.
No, I understand you now. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
okay. So
Is there a way to get into the cemetery
I've been
without
requested
going through the church?
to lay someone to rest in your grounds.
Well, I normally hold ceremonies at sunrise. That's the proper time, but uh, it's I'm afraid it's not really a good time right now.
It never is a good time for the dead.
Well, no, that's not completely true. After all, the dead have been released. The Morning Lord has seen fit to take them to deliver them as it were from
No,
Barovia, our
no, I
dark
understand what you're
mistbound
saying,
land.
but for those left behind, the dead is never convenient. We mourn for those that have gone
Yeah,
before us.
yes, we do.
And
We mourn for those who are lost. I am afraid that you've disturbed me in the middle of my prayers.
oh, you have prayers. It's midday.
Yes, I am. I
Right.
do. I know.
I mean, it's funny because I don't know much about your religion, but having the name of the Morning Lord, I'd figured like the primary prayer session would be in the morning.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, so he's also the afternoon Lord then.
Well, the Morning Lord is the Lord of sunlight and dawn and renewal. Oh, Morning
Oh,
Lord, please
Oh,
renew
so well,
us.
Thander.
oh, that sounds good.
No, the Morning Lord.
No, that's what I'm saying. He sounds like a
Hmm.
good guy.
Yes, thank you.
But I could tell you a few things about the Lord Moradin if you'd like.
No, I
I'm not trying to
don't.
convert you, but it's always good to know a few other guys upstairs.
Yes, perhaps,
We
but
got a job
again,
to do.
I'm afraid I'm really in the middle of something right now.
Oh,
Can you
perhaps we can help
please?
you out with something. Well, I do want to be on my way. I've been hired to perform a ritual at the graveside. You know, to say a few words. You know,
Now,
I know the family at this point, so I got to you got to do the stuff that we do. You know, in this point of a time.
while you're saying that, Klex and Duthane, you think you hear a faint cry for help,
Like how faint?
like very faint, like
Like like help me! I'm
muffled,
dying.
kind of a help, please release me, let me
Oh,
out, kind of, but it's incredibly faint, and because you two both have a passive of 15, you're the only ones who hear it.
so if you don't mind, I'd like to come in.
No, as I said, I'm afraid I'm rather busy.
Well, I can see that, but I would like to get the lay of the land, ask a few questions. I don't want to be impertinent, but I can we kind of pay you for your time at least.
No, I don't need payment. I just
I
I
find your
just need
lack
to
of
be
faith
left alone,
disturbing.
please.
I mean,
I would like to turn into this big furry wolf creature that I have just recently seen,
The dire
and bolt
wolf.
yes, and bowl down the door if possible.
is that the
All
right
right.
CR?
The dire wolf. Yeah, for a moon druid, it is within the CR.
Yeah. Also, I don't actually have control of moving it.
You don't?
Nope.
You should if you just dragged it there.
I didn't drag it there.
Who
I think
did?
anybody can drag things, right? I'm not sure everybody has the
Yeah,
proper
you
the
you need to
properties.
drag it yourself to get control of it.
I'll do that. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and drag that on there?
I did. Let's see. So
Well, I guess you did.
And
yeah,
now you're not able to move it.
no, not at all. I can ping it.
That's weird because I can see it's in everyone's journals and it says it can be edited and controlled by you. Oh, here's why. That's why. Ah, ha, ha.
What option was wrong?
It was not tied to Klex the dire wolf. It was just
Oh.
tied to the dire wolf.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's gonna go that way, and that's gonna be NPCAC. I did not realize it was doing that, so give me 1 second. Now you can. Look at that. We're learning things. And by learning, it's things I already know. And did not realize that.
You'd forgotten to do it.
Yeah, basically. I'd like
So-
to say
so-
I feel bad, but I don't.
Oh
So,
crap! Hey, can you open the door? There's a dire wolf out here.
Oh wow,
It's
look at
gonna
that.
attack-
Galanet has given me inspiration again, so now I have 2 of those. Well, thank you, sir.
No, guys,
Yes. What? So, okay, so you're gonna
help!
basically...
Help! There's a dire wolf out here. We need some place to harbor.
So, Ty, roll athletics with the wolf, if you would.
I would like to do this. I would like to spend the inspiration I have
By all means.
to get advantage on this. And
Go for it. Okay. So you
There
basically bowl the door open, and I believe you can all see into the church now.
I mean,
Except for Oz
through
and
the-
Chopper, who
the-
have been like wandering around the side of the building
Yeah.
because we were bored.
So, Donovich, you know, his eyes, you'll notice in this image, his eyes are kind of red and bloodshot. Like someone who's been weeping, who has not gotten much rest.
I will
Okay.
growl, very intimidating at him.
Yeah, he's stepping back. You know, he's got a club, which he's kind of fumbling to try to get to. And when you do that, he's like, "What? You cannot do that!" And it's about that time that probably at this point, even Wraith would hear the "Father, please," and it sounds like it's coming
Father,
from
please.
below.
from downstairs.
That's what it sounds like.
Father, who do you have in here that's begging for help?
There's no one. It's not important. You need to go, please.
What's
It
your
is
major
not from me.
No,
malfunction,
Father, there's
numbnuts?
someone asking for help. It's always important to help those in need.
It
Oh
sounds
my
like it's
God,
coming
what's
from
been
this
happening
door.
in here? What's happening in here, Father? All the pews are destroyed.
Yep. So, and in fact, let me give you some descriptions because, well, they've given us a lot of very descriptive box text, and I like it. So the doors, right, when you get them open, they reveal that 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hallway into a very brightly lit chapel. The hall where you are is kind of unlit, has a faint mildewy smell. 4 doors that you can see on either side lead to adjacent chambers. The chapel, when you get to the front there, is strewn with debris. And at this point, as you're talking more, the noise you hear from below you becomes quite loud, almost inhuman, rising up from beneath the wooden floor.
What's going on, Doctor? Clergyman Donovich?
Because there's nothing, and then as he says that from beneath the chapel floor, you hear, sounds like a young man, "Father, I'm starving."
In my
The
best.
chapel, by the way, there's dozens of candlesticks mounted everywhere. Dozens of candles and candlesticks, candelabras. The altar looks like it's been scarred by claws. You know.
What's
the,
What's that noise, Father?
It's you. Please, you need to go. You're just gonna make things worse.
We're adventurers. We often make things worse before we make them better.
In my best drill sergeant voice. What's your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Please, the boy needs to be left alone.
What's wrong with him? Perhaps we can cure him.
No, you can't. If I cannot, then I'm sure you cannot. We just
What
need to
we've
pray
got
that the Morning Lord will
here
help him.
is failure to communicate.
But you have him in the basement. You cannot see the Morning Lord if you don't keep him. If you keep him in the basement. If I understand your reading correctly.
Yeah.
I think
I
Cousin knows some things about herbs. Maybe he can help.
Which one's cousin again? Oh, that's right. You're both cousins, but you don't.
His actual cousin.
Yeah, but I understand. He doesn't actually say that. This is why I cannot tell you two apart. You don't talk about each other in proper nouns. You just refer to each other's cousin. No wonder we can't figure you out.
I bark
Buffyard does
quizzically.
that.
Cousin.
I'm the one with the big sword.
Okay, which one is that?
Me?
You do realize the
The
one
one
you're
that's
talking.
not a wolf.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like. You know how
Right.
like those dogs make those quizzical noise, like they're like,
Huh?
like
Right,
that's
but which
basically
one
what
are
I'm
you?
doing.
Are you Klex or are you Oz?
I'm Oz, of course.
It's not, of course. You both look the same.
Daft dirty fools.
No, we don't. Can't you tell by the ears?
You're always wearing hoods
They're not hoods, they're
and
masks.
masks.
And masks.
It
I've
does
got the
make it
cool
a
wo-
wee bit hard.
I've got the fashionable wolf cloak that I got from the Vistani.
Yeah, he is a wolf.
Also, our tribal masks probably look very different from each other. It's actually probably very
Probably not
easy
to
to
a
tell us
dwarf, though.
apart.
So far, I don't know this, so I'm going with it.
Well, he's a dwarf, so he's just going with the all goblins look alike.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they all look alike. I mean, some of you are beadier-eyed than others.
Apparently, like he can't tell apart a goblin from a wolf, but
So yeah, while all this is going on, you continue to hear the cries from below.
Look,
And
Father,
say-
Father.
When you say it's coming
We're
from
going.
over,
We're going to help you out, and as I have
over
let's
this
see.
way.
I'm always polite and respectful, Rod,
Okay.
but I also will never leave a person behind.
Okay. So you guys have a pretty good idea that this, now I guess the noise is coming from below.
Look around for some stairs.
You do not see any stairs visible here. Thank you, Cassie.
But we do see
Father,
doors.
Do you have a basement?
There are some doors.
So
He goes, no, actually, there is no basement.
I'll go to the
Why
first
is the
one here to
noise of the
right, where
child
hell
coming
is
from
that?
below?
Which, you want to ping the door you're checking, Dan?
Let's see, maybe this one here.
That one there.
I'd say there's a door here. I think there's a door here because there's
There
like
is a
a
door
wolf
there.
sitting in front of it, and I can barely see it.
Yep. There
Alright.
is a door there, and I've just opened it for you.
All right.
So if you'd like, you can just go ahead and move right in.
Rod, I would like to try and coax Chomper to like sniff around and look for hidden anybody that's like hidden.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want like an animal handling or something
Sure.
for that.
Hey, you guys.
So the room that you've just gone into, Wraith, time and neglect have punched holes in the ceilings of this moldy room. It contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water.
What a wonderful house
In
of
the
death you have here.
corner, right in that bottom right corner,
Mhm.
you see a heavy wooden trap door held shut with a chain and padlock. And you can hear the young man's screams of anguish louder through there.
Okay, I will stick my head out the door, look towards Duthane, and do that sobbing noise I've heard made in this town.
Okay.
Oh, she's over there, Wraith.
Ding, 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 ding.
He goes, no, and he's now going to try to kind of push past Klex. Is Klex going to let him push past? He's just kind of growling.
Clicks.
Klex will try. I'm sorry, I was muted. I will basically try to knock the old guy over.
Okay. So you're not letting him pass. Then he goes, no, you can't go down there. Please, just leave the boy alone. He has to stay there.
What's wrong with
Right.
him?
That's not important. You need to leave.
Bad dog, no biscuit.
Please.
I'm not quite sure
Please,
what you mean by that, Wraith.
he's my son. Please
Oh.
leave him alone.
Perhaps we can help you
So
then.
you starve him and keep him locked in the basement of the chapel?
It's for his own good.
I mean, by
Sounds like it is
definition,
for your own
adventurers are
good.
meddling fools.
No,
Let's go meddle.
no. Please don't. Please, just he's safe there.
For
Everyone
who?
else is safe.
What do you mean? You're very confusing.
Yes,
I'm confused.
okay. Just please. A little over a year ago, some black-robed wizard showed up. Came from some faraway land and convinced many of the folks here to rise up against the Devil Strahd. And they set out for the castle. And my boy is one of the few who returned, but his mind's not right since he came back, and he just needs to stay there. It's better for him. It's better for everyone in the town. Please leave my son be.
I give him a really peculiar look, and then I say the following thing. Has your son been turned?
I
By the devil's Strahd?
I believe the Devil Strahd is a vampire.
I believe that's what I've heard from several folks at this point. So that's why I asked the question: has your son been turned?
He's in the hands of the Morning Lord. We count on the Morning Lord to keep him safe.
Yeah, but sometimes the Morning Lord expects you probably to take care of your own problems.
Knock, knock.
I'm trying to. I am
I mean,
praying.
at least Moradin says these kind of things.
Please.
I mean, you do not expect the hammer to hit the anvil without you being there to do it.
Is it locked?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there's like a chain and padlock on it.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna pull out my tools and start
God's
looking
the
at it.
morning lord, then shouldn't like your son see the morning? That would help him, right? If your God really is going to help him, right? And then not just keep him
This is a
locked up
test.
like
The
that.
Morning Lord is testing our faith, and we stay faithful, and he's down there for his own good. Please
But you're
go.
killing him.
No.
What
He's-
we've got
he's
here
unharmed.
is failure to communicate.
No, I think we're communicating just fine.
And I
think
start to
he's-
see if I can pick the lock.
Yeah, it's not a very well put together lock. Picking it is not going to be hard. You have tools.
Yes.
You've got the tools. You've got the time. You can pick the lock.
What about the talent, Rod? The talent.
Ah, well.
Well, he rolled a 16, so he's obviously got the tools. He's got the talent.
It's Miller time.
It's never Miller time. That's not.
That's what
only,
the quote from the movie is.
I know, but it's not a good beer. That's why I'm like, no.
So I undo the lock, chain still on it. I throw the lock out in the hallway.
Okay. And you are
Open
able.
sesame!
Do you actually open it up?
Well, I say it just before I do, so if anyone
Okay.
wants to stop me.
I'm not going to stop you.
Alright.
I think you're doing the right thing. Have at it, Wraith. Although I don't know why you'd want to name yourself after a goddamn ghost, but
You look like a wraith.
I mean, you don't exactly look like a wraith, but okay.
So you can see, Dan. I've said it now, where
Hey,
people can see what anyone sees.
Yes.
Hey,
I was gonna say I just
Dirk-
clicked my figure and all of a sudden everything lit up. I was
Yeah,
Sure.
and when you have your mini clicked, they'll only see what you do. But when you click off of it, it'll show the rest.
Okay, cool. So yes, I'll open it up.
Okay. So
Come with
there
me
is
if you
a
want to live.
stairway going down
Mhm.
into a fairly large crawl space, and really an undercroft. Who would like to go down the stairs first?
They're here.
This doesn't seem right. Like we should just let him. If he wants to keep his son locked up, I mean, we should just let him. I guess. if he's
Yes,
a vampire.
yes. Listen to your evil little friend. Points to the goblin.
Your
Why am,
evil
why
little
am I
friend.
evil?
Your goblins. Everyone's heard of goblins.
apparently not everybody, since you seem to think that we're horrible little monsters like Durham over here.
It's Duthane.
Thane. Sorry.
Durin.
Apparently,
Durin
all
is
you
my
dwarves
cousin.
look alike.
I'm the only one here. The joke doesn't seem so funny.
So what
Hey,
you want to do, Wraith? Are you standing
you
at
what.
the top of those stairs?
Is it dark?
Yes.
How about a light?
I mean, I can cast a spell if you'd like it. Actually, no, I can't. Because why would I need to know that spell? I'm a dwarf.
So Oz is gonna like sit down and like start scratching his head for like a while. But if so you can keep doing what you're doing, Dan. But if nothing specifically happens within the next 30 seconds, he's gonna come up with an idea.
I think we should go down the stairs.
That sounded like a threat.
I think we should go down the stairs.
Does Wraith not have any sort of torch or anything?
I'll check my gear. I'm sure I do.
I mean, down the stairs, right? I mean,
All right.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go
will
down the
light
stairs.
a torch and then, I guess, step downstairs.
Torch is what? 40? Is 20?
It's 2040.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I will now put some light on the torch there and move you to there. You should hopefully see. Yep.
Let's see.
That's weird. Why did it not do? Let me see if I do this, if that fixes the torch. How does that work?
Seems good. I'm watching on the Twitch.
Yeah, I was trying to get the dim light to work.
Ah, yeah, the dim light's not working.
Yeah, it's showing me pretty much the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh well.
The boy's over in the corner. Everything is fine.
Yeah, he's kind of so looking down there. He is first the undercroft, rough-hewn walls, right? Floor, damp earth and clay. The pillars that are holding up the chapel strain under the weight of the ceiling above. Candlelight from the chapel slips down through the cracks just a little bit, giving you a glimpse of this gaunt shape huddled in the corner.
Okay.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Who's there?
You look like a wraith.
Yes, Go away.
No. After you.
What? Kind of.
Guys, we
You
cannot
do
send
realize,
Wraith-
like, sending
we
Wraith
cannot
to talk
send
to...
Wraith down, guys. He's not exactly the best communicator. Perhaps the paladin should go down.
What am I, chopped liver?
No, you're definitely not chopped liver. I mean, you might be chicken liver, but that's not the point.
Oh,
Woof.
I had an idea.
Oh.
Why don't we can just forget about your son being down there if you'll let us lay the was it Burgermeister?
The Burgermeister?
The Burgermeister to I'm saying that in character, Rod. The Burgermeister to get him buried or whatever you guys do.
Yes, you can bury him. Just please come out before Doru tries to come out. He needs to stay there.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
That makes sense, right, guys? That accomplishes everything we want, right?
I don't think it accomplishes everything we want. I mean, it'd be nice if he's not a vampire. Let's just check. Check to make sure he's not a vampire.
You're not a vampire.
I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Go down the stairs. I come back up. He's moving towards me. I'm gonna come back up.
So go ahead, go back there, Wraith. Let's move you on back.
I went down. I went down.
But unfortunately, I think Wraith had peeked down to see what was going on,
It's possible.
and that's when he sees him down at the bottom of the stairs,
He said,
Have
"Go
dark
away."
vision,
I was
Rod.
gonna go away.
and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I can smell your blood."
Oh,
And
that's
at
very
this
creepy.
point, it is very creepy. I think you guys know what we're gonna do right now.
I think we're going to roll initiative.
I think we are gonna roll initiative.
Come on, guys. We could have just gone back to the hut. We didn't have to kill the vampire boy.
You don't have to kill the vampire boy.
I kind of think we
We're
need
going
to
to have to kill the vampire boy, or he's going to try and eat us.
I think we kind of need to at least put the boy down.
No, leave my son alone.
Why does it have to be eaten?
So I have a roll for Duthan. I have Wraith. I have Klex. There's Oz. Michael John. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Boy,
I
You
rolled.
haven't-
apparently he says
I'll roll
he did.
again.
Okay.
Just now went through.
What
Are
was
you
your first-
It
clicking?
always
oh,
takes forever.
That's
Are you
okay.
clicking on your
I'll,
thing?
I can fix that. There you go. All right, Oz. It sounds like you hear him say, "I can smell your blood," snarl, and it sounds like he's like crap's about to go down. What would you like to do? Justin, you
What would
muted?
I like to do?
Yeah, Oz goes first.
Oz
I
goes
guess I do.
first.
It's like, come on, guys, what are you doing? Like, just leave the kid alone. We can have we can put the Burgermeister to rest and get out of here, and we can go on our way like we were planning.
So
I'm gonna
dodging or-
take. Yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. All right. Well, Donovich is going to try to keep the wolf from getting to his son and killing him. So, Ty, he's going to try to grapple you. I have a
That
2.
seems smart.
That was unexpected, but okay.
He's just trying to grapple you. That's
Yeah.
all.
So that's an
looking for a
opposed
collar to
athletics
hold you
check?
back. Yeah, or acrobatics, your choice. So
Or you could fail.
Your
could fail.
21 beats my 2.
You could also just choose to fail.
You could choose to fail. All right, Duthane. You see this young boy, probably looks like he's about 20, 21, getting ready to charge up the stairs at Wraith. What would you like to do about that?
So I've never done this before, but I think this is how this works. I pull out my holy symbol rod.
Okay. Turn
and,
undead.
Turn undead.
I guess you haven't done it before, since you usually use your channel divinity for other things, don't you?
To make stuff.
Yeah. What is the what is my wisdom
spent
save?
My spell DC I think is a 13 or a 14.
13.
13.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use that first inspiration I was given, because it would just suck to fail. Damn it! And Wraith, it looks like you get the benefit of that.
That worked out pretty well, I feel.
Ugh.
I sucked up a point. I've turned him for the next minute,
Oh darn!
or
'Cause
when he takes damage.
it kept me from being able to use what my sound clip I just found.
You can still do it, Wraith. You're next. What do you want to do?
Yeah, if you attack it, you completely nullify my whole thing. Or if you do damage anyway.
You could move out of the room and shut the thing. Because Oz actually has a pretty decent
No,
plan.
I'm pretty sure we were all busy.
Well, that's why I have an intelligence of 8. Kai. That's why I'm like, I need to sit down for 30 seconds before I come up with this idea.
So what you want to do, Wraith?
Well, I scream out what I just played. She's
That
gonna eat
squawking
me!
sound.
No, she's gonna eat me, and I get out of the room.
Okay.
I
All
think I
right.
will
So
fill in
at
that.
this point, he's turned for a minute. Are you guys basically just going back upstairs, locking that trap door?
I think we should. It's not good to leave an undead around.
But you're saying you're gonna leave him around.
I'm saying I'm thinking about it for at least 30 seconds.
I'll
Okay.
look at the father and say,
You note that it's
The
the
north is
dwarf, not the
spoiled.
goblins, that plan on being bloodthirsty. Just throwing that out there.
This is not bloodthirsty. It's just not right. Undead things are not right.
You're gonna kill this guy's son
No,
just because he's undead?
Well, hold on, Klex.
already.
Klex, you can't have that conversation. You're a wolf right now.
You're
Also,
right.
Do.
out of
I look at
context,
him disapprovingly.
I'm
You
down
can't.
the
He's
stairs.
he's down the stairs. You don't see
Oh, okay. I'll growl
you wanna come down the
disapprovingly.
stairs-
okay.
I might hear it. I don't know what
Probably
a disapproving
you do.
growl sounds like, but okay.
Sounds like a growl coming from me towards your direction.
All right, so I think we probably just need to deal with the thing.
Okay.
Wraith, get back down here.
she's gonna eat me!
Oh, she's not gonna eat you. Rock, can you put her somewhere? Put him in the corner, because he's got to run away from me.
On his turn.
On his turn.
Okay, so on his turn, he's got to move away from me.
Now, if you, on his turn, he has to run away from you. So it sounds like Klex is not taking any sort of hostile action. What
No,
about
in
Zot's?
fact-
Zot's,
In
yes.
fact, I will. While I basically squirmed out of Durin's
Donovich.
grapple,
you.
I'll just
Donovich.
sit, Donovich's grapple. I will just sit down and wait, looking at him.
And he's like, stay.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
All right, Zotzosa.
Well, everyone wants everyone's saying, "Hey, let's not kill the vampire."
Right,
I'm a
that sounds
paladin,
weird.
and I'm not sure that I can do that.
So you can move and dash and get to the space in front of Duthane. I just counted it out. If you'd like.
That's fine. We have a few turns to set up the death blow.
You do. So what you
At
want
least
to do?
10.
Where are the stair, or where do I go? Because I'm there.
So the pathway you'd need to take. Now that's more than 30 feet because right, that's 45 to there because of the. Actually, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares. Yeah, that's 45 to there because of the allies who are creating difficult terrain for you.
Okay.
And then
Extra 15.
55. Yeah, it'd be 55 gets you here, and 60 gets you there. So you'll see where I moved you in a second. There it is. Actually, I guess you saw it right away. The
Yes.
viewer saw it a moment later. I'm looking at that screen like, okay, you'll see it any moment now, forgetting that you see it as soon as I move it, because I'm not that smart.
They're both there.
So-
That shows them.
No, Raj, you're quite smart.
All right, the vampire moves and dashes back to his corner. All right, Oz, what you want to do?
Hmm.
Can't believe I friggin' rolled double sixes.
Nines. You got double nines.
Yeah, but
Well,
I rolled a 6. I rolled
Well, the
two sixes.
vampire's all nice and well turned, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's running away.
All right. I'm gonna kind of move over
not
here
that you know that.
and ready an action to attack if that guy comes up the stairs.
Okay.
But like I am kind of being like, well, I mean, if the kid's dealt with, then the kid's dealt with, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like go fight him for no reason.
All right. Well, the priest is going to. That wouldn't really work. He's going to try to push past Klex and Wraith. You guys stopping him?
I am not.
Is Duthane still downstairs?
Duthane is at the top of the stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
I will impede its progress forward.
Okay. So he basically is going to get to here. And get out of the way! That is my son! Leave my son alone!
Your son is not alive anymore. He's now.
The Morning
Remember-
Lord can help him! I just have to pray harder!
Bring him to see the Morning Lord then.
It is your
The
turn,
Morning
Duthane.
Lord helps those that help themselves.
I'm trying to help. What would Duthane like to do?
Well, I'm going to move
Sure.
to where I have a good line of effect and only 5 squares, which I think is there.
That's 25 feet to here.
To where I'm at?
Now, do you see the purple line?
I do, but everything's like riding over the top of everything else, so I can't tell.
Okay. So 25 feet would be here. Remember, because Zos is in front of you, so that first square is 10.
They ever.
Dwarves and their little legs. All right,
And
so from there,
I
then
will, I'm gonna wait for anybody else that's coming down. So I'm gonna dodge.
Mhm.
I'm pretty dodgy.
all right, Wraith, what do you want to do?
Let's see. Wraith
Don't
doesn't
worry,
have
he's
much-
afraid of me until we hit him.
Yeah, Wraith
But when we
has
hit
not
him,
much
we
in
all
way
have to
of
hit him at the same
question,
time.
Mhm.
But his way of asking is, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so. Ooh, wrong button. 10. What is my movement?
Oh no, the priest isn't going to let you get past him.
Eh,
Unless you want to like grapple him or shove him or something.
I'll shove him to
He's
the
in your
side.
way. Like, no, that's my son.
I'll shove him to the side.
All right, so give me a shove.
You want strength or just athletics?
It is athletics opposed by either what is it?
Athletics or acrobatics.
So you beat a 13.
And I will do this with advantage using the inspiration that I just got from you.
Well, technically from one of the dark powers.
Well, there you go. For one of the dark powers.
Yeah, your 18 will beat my 13. So, ugh. So you could actually you had been standing right here in the doorway, so
Yeah.
you had moved 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So call it 10, 15 feet here gets you to the top of the stairs.
All right. So that
You can
gives
get to the
me-
bottom with the remaining movement you got. Actually, you're a monk.
Yes, I have
yeah.
40 movement speed.
No, so you could get even 2 squares from there.
So maybe right here? Or back one?
Back one.
Okay. So with that, do I have a clear line of sight?
Pretty mostly clear.
All right.
Mostly clear.
You have a
Mostly.
bonus action for anything?
Bonus action? No, I don't think so.
Then I think you're probably all done.
Yeah, I can. My bonus action is usually used for martial arts, but I'm not within range for that.
Right, and you already shoved
Shoved,
somebody else,
which was an
is
action.
technically the attack.
But I'll be sure I have my bow out and ready to fire when my turn comes up
When
again.
you're told, all right, Klex, it looks like the non-goblins have gone into the Undercroft.
Alrighty. Well, apparently they want to kill this poor man's father
Son,
and our son, and they call me a monster.
yes.
Yeah,
they
but
do.
you're currently a dire wolf, so yes.
Eh,
She wants to eat me.
Okay, I would like to like basically drag the coffin through the church into the cemetery.
Did we even
They
bring it
got
with us?
this.
We didn't bring the coffin with us.
Yeah, we were trying
I
to.
thought we did.
No, we were
Well, I
trying.
thought that
No,
was
we
the whole
left it
point.
back at the. No, we left it back at the place so that we could like arrange.
Oh,
Figure out what.
because I thought we
how
were gonna.
to-
Because I thought we were gonna try to get everything done today, so that way we could leave quickly.
No, that's what you goblins planned, but that's rational people. We're gonna do it tomorrow morning.
Sounded like
Why?
everybody else was for tomorrow morning. You had been asked by Ismark to talk to Donovich
Oh, okay,
because he wouldn't let him in.
okay. Well,
And we
it
now
sounds-
know why.
Yeah.
Now you
but
know why.
You definitely know that he's probably not gonna want us back in this church after you brutally murder his son.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
really.
brutally murder him. He's already dead.
Okay,
There's
that's fair.
some logic
Okay,
there.
okay, well, destroy his son.
He's only mostly dead.
No, I'll just kill him and make him go from undead back to dead, and then, well, I'll destroy the undead part of him and then making him re-deaded. I'm gonna re-dead him.
So does Klex have an action?
Waiting on you.
No, I'm annoyed because the non-goblins don't listen to the goblins at all.
What'd you say?
I mean, that was always going to happen. All right, so Zatsa, what you got, son?
Well, he's turned, right?
He is.
What kind of paladin are you?
I'm not a paladin.
He's
I'm
a
not a paladin.
multi-class.
Not paladin of a high enough level yet to do it.
He's a multi-class paladin.
No, what kind of paladin are you?
He's a padlock.
He's a paladin that hasn't picked his.
I have
oath
not
yet.
picked my oath yet.
But I don't care about your oath. I care about your religion. What god?
Oh, Uptao. Or Uptao.
Ubteo.
Ubteo?
Yeah, apparently that's how it's actually pronounced. We've been saying Ubtao for years, but if you go look at a Forgotten Realm pronunciation guide, it's supposed to be Ubteo. Who knew?
Oh, Ubtao. That's not. I'm having a hard time with that one. It's very hard in the dwarven accent to do. Ubtao. Tao. Yeah.
So if we kill him, he's
Ub.
dead, which is better.
It's better
Yeah.
than undead, for sure.
If we don't kill him, then he continues to suffer.
Agreed.
And
Because
maybe
he'll always
possibly
be
gets out
thirsty.
and becomes a menace to the town and kills multiple
Agreed.
people. Which I would much rather kill the man's son than have him
not-
go around and
it's not
kill the
kill.
townsfolk.
Like as you.
No, it's
as
you're right. It's not kill.
it's
It's
not kill.
relieving.
It's releasing from his burden of being undead.
A lot of rationalizing coming.
So what
from
you want to
the,
do? Other than
From the
talk
party
for a
members.
while, what do you want to do?
I will
not
shoot him
rationalizing,
twice.
it's the
No,
truth.
actually, I can't shoot him twice. I will.
You realize if you shoot him now, and he do damage, he's no longer turned, and it's his turn.
Adam, let him take his turn.
I posted how the ability that is turn undead is a few rows up, Michael John. Please read it and make decisions.
Well, if I don't attack
He
him,
knows
then I
that.
don't take my turn. If I do attack him, then he gets to take his turn.
Or you can
Which
ready.
is to run away from me,
You can ready.
and you can ready.
Sure, I will ready to shoot him with an Eldritch Blast whenever someone else
All right,
attacks.
you are currently concentrating on Eldritch Blast. That is as far away as he can go, so he stays there. Oz, are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna kind of look at Klex, who is kind of just sitting there on his like rear paws, and then I'm gonna kind of like hop off of Chomper, being like, if your son really is like a monster or something, probably, can't. You're a priest, right? Can't you like bring back the dead or something?
You're muted.
I'm trying to get down there to help him.
Well, then go down there and help him. I'm not going to stop you.
Yes, well, the other one did. I'll please. I never would have thought a goblin would be kind. Help me help my son, please.
Well, how
The
can we
voice
help
of
him?
reason from a goblin.
What's that?
The voice of reason coming from a goblin.
I know,
Well,
I know.
how do we help him?
We can go down there and give
Reason
him
from his burden.
the blessings of the Morning Lord. That should do it. I think that will do it.
Okay, after you. And then I will since I realized that game. Well, actually, he goes right after me, right?
Yes.
So RP wise, I'm following him down down.
Yeah, you're gonna ready a
but-
dash,
Yeah. Okay. That works.
right? In terms of the mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's okay, Durham. Duthin.
So he
we're gonna-
moves and kind of dashes past you guys towards his son.
It's okay,
Stay
Duthin.
calm, Doru. Stay calm. All right, go ahead and take
Wait.
care.
How did he get 130 feet around?
Because it was counting all of the space from the one half of the map to the other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, it counts that as 80 feet going from this when it's really, hey, that's 10.
Just
So-
checking, because I was.
It's okay,
I was
Duthin.
confused.
He's gonna do his priest thing and make his
He's
son
not
be
gonna
better.
do a priest thing. He's about to.
Oh, sorry,
goblins are not
Duthane. What do you want to
helping.
do, Duthane?
All right.
Now, at this point, he's kind of turned and he's holding his arms out towards you guys. Like, please, please. He doesn't have any weapons in hand or anything now.
All right. I'm going to ready a guiding bolt.
Okay?
What's your trigger?
Wraith going to attack.
Wraith going to attack.
Well, he's next. Oh no, wait. Yeah, it's gonna all cascade on me, Wraith, and then Zots, and then the rest of you guys are all gonna do nothing, and the father is going to scream and wail. This is my prediction.
All right. So you're concentrating. Zotsa's concentrating. Wraith, what would you like to do?
I'll move right here. Look at Duthane with my arrow drawn. Do I get a nod?
You're not.
Anything? Okay. Then I will fire it at the undead creature.
That will hit.
All right. Did it roll? Yeah.
assume
The father was just about to get eaten by his son. Come on.
Well, it won't come any closer to the father until after I shoot it. So.
And deal
So
damage.
yes, you deal damage. Not as much damage as you had expected.
It's not
All right.
magical.
No, I need to check.
Zotsa and Duthane, you're ready to go off. Why don't you both give me those?
Does a 13 hit Rod?
It does not.
Let me
Well, darn.
check. Well, you go ahead. I'm check.
I mean, 13 either hits or it doesn't.
No, 13 doesn't.
Okay.
All right, Michael John, how about that Eldritch Blast? An 11 does not.
This went poorly.
No, Wraith hit and did half damage.
No, that's why I'm saying it went poorly. Rod.
Eh.
It's broken and it went poorly.
Yes.
And now the father gets eaten.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Klex. It sounds like they've engaged. What do you want to do?
They're so stubborn. Never want to listen.
Nope.
Can I squeeze through that door or no?
Sure. Yeah.
No one can listen to you. You're a freaking.
So it'd be
dire
what, 10,
wolf.
and then 20 to get to here. Since you're a dire wolf.
And then if I go in there, to squeeze down the stairs, how far?
Yeah.
How much minutes?
25. We'll call this 35. But after that, you're fine. That's 35 feet to there. You're hanging over the edge a little bit, but that's probably not a
Okay.
big deal because 4 feet and all.
Okay, so that's 35.
Above her covers? 4 feet above her covers?
Bum. And you have 15 feet of movement left.
I have more than 50. It's that's the. Oh yeah, 15. Yeah.
Yeah, just in terms of the move. I mean, you can move. You could always dash.
I think I will dash. I will dash to here.
To where?
To here.
Okay.
Primarily. Actually, do I want to dash? Yeah. Yeah, I will dash to there.
Okay.
All done.
Yeah, I'm all done.
All right, Zotsosa. What do you want to do? The turning has been
will-
broken.
Attempt to.
You can do radiant damage. That's good. I don't know that you can.
I cannot do radiant damage.
Not yet.
I will shoot him, though.
Okay. Bring it on.
22.
Oh,
The
yeah.
16 hit, so yes.
22 is a hit. All right, he takes 5 damage.
Yeah, I rolled really,
Half.
really bad.
Oh, you have the other thing. I didn't realize you had that. Yeah.
He
you did
rolled a
roll very
1.
badly.
It sucked.
It did suck. All right, I assume you're all done.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
As you might expect.
His father dies.
Does he attack the father, the wolf, or
Well,
like does
first, his wounds seem to be healing.
Yep, regen 5. Or 10.
And he is going to step up here and grab his dad. Maybe. So, first, he will grab at his dad. But
Misses.
a 9's going to miss.
Nice.
And then he grapples him.
He gets 2 claw attacks.
He gets 2 attacks, and only one of them can be a bite. But he can only bite in certain circumstances. So he is now
Probably only bites on
grappled his father.
Did 11 to his father.
No, unfortunately, when you go for the grapple, it's that instead of dealing damage. And since he was trying to grab, I had to go with this instead of dealing damage.
Oh,
That way he
Yeah.
can bite next turn.
Yeah.
right.
Wait
Who's next?
for it. Oz is up.
Hey,
What?
let your dad go. He's just trying to help. I'm gonna rage and then smack this guy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 18, that'll hit. So 13, I'll take 6 damage.
Seems fair.
It does seem fair, because that's how much... You're going to take half, too.
He's gonna have a dot.
He's going to what?
Doing there gets a bunch of spirits. Grampy Bones over there being like, hey, let your dad go.
Are you disengaging? Oh no, you raged. You can't disengage away.
Correct.
I will remember that for the spirits. All right, I assume you're done?
Yes.
So the father's like, no, he just needs to be blessed. And the father, because he loves his son, is going to bless himself and his son.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Idiot.
I know. All right, Duthane, what you want to do?
Give me a deck save.
A
on the
deck
vampire.
save? What? All right. So I don't have a way to add the bless on here, so I'll have to add
Of course.
the D4. It doesn't matter.
Nice. Take 5 radiant damage and love it.
Ugh. So he howls as his flesh hisses.
Wait, why did the dire wolf roll?
I don't, because I opened up Klex the direwolf.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
The
I rolled a one.
roll is
Yeah,
still
I
a
rolled a
but-
1. I wasn't getting it.
Yeah. Well, not that a 1 is an automatic failure, but his bonus is not that big, even with bless.
No, it's not.
Because Because he would need a plus 12.
That got me to a 7. I have a 7. So
The D4 cannot get him to a 13.
no, it can't. All right, Wraith, what you gonna do?
Can I move right there past Oz?
Yes, but remember, Oz is difficult terrain. You have a 40 speed or 45.
40 would get me right to. Well, unless I can like stand right above Oz and swing.
Unfortunately, he is
Since
not
he's a
2 size
goblin.
categories different.
Who says Oz is letting you pass by? I agreed to help the father.
Yeah.
You're not Oz.
Okay. Who said Klex is gonna help? And Durin isn't definitely gonna help.
You mean Donovich?
Donovich, yeah.
I'm not sure where this Durin came along. Durin is my cousin.
Well, if I can't get to him with to reach him with the sword, I guess I'll just have to.
Plink, plink. Arrows.
Yeah, well. Is blessed concentration?
Yes. Why, you want to shoot the father?
I was thinking about knocking the father out.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. You just got next to him. You could try to get rid of the concentration.
So with that, as I move, I will pull out my katana and flat blading.
Go for it.
Do I have that set to advantage? We take that off. Take off Kensai shot and wait for it. 9 does not hit him.
9 does not hit him.
All right. Well,
Does
I
it have a
will.
negative dex? Dang.
Are you gonna also try to kick him?
Yes, so I'm going to use my unarmed strike to try
Are you
to kick
spending
him
a
in the
key
jaw.
point and trying to kick him twice?
Not yet. I'm going to
Okay.
try one kick this round for 8 bludgeoning.
DC
Oof.
10, concentration rod.
Yeah, that's a significant amount. All right. So my con save. Oh, that sucks.
Are you adding the
So-
D? He blessed himself.
Oh,
so
you're
gets a
right. He
sa-
did bless himself. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate you. Yes, I concentrate. However, it looks like you rang his bell pretty good.
And of course, it's non-lethal strikes.
Yep, you did say.
Yeah, if you kick him again, he just might fall unconscious, is what I think Rod's saying.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Well, I don't know if I want him unconscious. I just wanted him to get rid of the bless, because if he goes unconscious, then I think baby boy has a chance to turn him.
think
Well,
Baby
I don't
Boy
know
has a
that.
chance to do that regardless.
I mean, Wraith doesn't actually know that. He
All right,
just
Klex.
knows that he casts a spell, and I'm trying to get him out of the way.
Yep, Klex, what do you want to do?
All right, I am going to attack the vampire.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I want to help the priest here, like, vampire is kind of a dangerous thing.
Oh, I don't plan on killing the vampire. I just want to
me neither.
subdue him.
Figure you guys
Yeah,
would be
of course.
friends. He's trying to eat another person.
So, did you actually have advantage for some reason?
But you see, in
Attack
Goblin
tactics.
World, eating other people, not a
Oh,
problem.
yeah, okay. So a 16 is going to hit, and I will take the 3 damage first, and then I have to roll, what is it, strength, because I don't like falling down. Did it go?
He should fall down.
Ugh, he did fall down.
That's actually good because the three of us are
Wait,
basically
wait,
blocking
he
him
is
melee wise,
blessed.
and so that way the shooting. So the shooting is harder.
All right, Zot Sosa, what do you want to do?
So he didn't have advantage on his strength save, right?
Why? No.
Because then
Oh, the bless-
bless
the
could have
bless
helped him
doesn't
if it was
matter.
strength.
Oh,
If
the
it was-
bless. Good point. I have a bless.
Yes, but
And
11.
11's not going to
still
get
gonna
there.
yeah,
Well,
that's
what I
what I
was
said.
asking. If the 11
Dice
that you
suck.
already rolled was fine.
No, you didn't have advantage. You just had regular.
Just sure.
Yeah, that's not going to get me there. All right, Michael John,
Yes,
you're up.
it's my turn.
He is currently prone.
So you're rolling a disadvantage if you shoot your pew pew rays. And the
You want
goblins
to
are
try to
trying to
knock out
protect the
the
vampire.
priest so that he's no longer blessed.
You could pull him. You could drag him to safety too if you knocked him out.
He's still
Well,
grappled.
Well, if I
though.
knock him out, he's grappled. It's going to be a lot easier for him to do what he's doing.
Yeah, but you can enter the grapple and then pull him out of the grapple.
Well, the guy's not grappled anymore because he's prone.
No.
He's still
Doesn't change
grappled.
him.
That doesn't
Yeah.
break a grapple.
He has to be moved out of his
Yeah.
reach
Oh,
to
okay.
break a grapple.
Sadly, that is true. It just doesn't make any sense, but it is true.
Ah, rules.
Rar.
Well, roar
Or raw.
back.
It's the RAW.
Oh, yeah.
Rules as written.
All right, so what's it going to be, Michael John?
Yeah, sure. I will attack the priest, I suppose.
Nice.
Well, knock
I'll
him the
tell you,
fuck
this
out.
is one of the reasons I love this book. No matter what, the crap hits the fan every time. Oh, yeah.
Anyone to hit the priest?
Oh,
Alright,
yeah, he's
It's
dead.
going to be non-lethal damage. I rolled
That's
another
good, 'cause
one,
he's-
so...
He's unconscious.
And then I will attempt to pull him away.
Oh, no, I'm not letting him go. And he shouts at you, "My father! What have you done?"
What are you going to do about it? You going to come
Bless
at me?
you. All right, so you're all done?
Come at me, bro.
Comes and hits me.
Come at me, bro.
All right,
Rather
so
than
he's
do
going to
that.
stand up. That's 15. He's going to let go of his father and step over him. And he is going for you, Zadzosa, because you hurt his father, and how dare you. Which, by the way, he might
Weren't
be a
you
little
trying to
messed up.
Weren't you trying to eat your dad?
Yes, he was. Like I said, things might be a little bit messed up here.
Right, he may not be a full vampire because he hasn't eaten anybody yet.
I'm going to have disadvantage to attack you, won't I?
Yes,
Yes.
you will.
He can't turn it
All
off,
right.
Rod. I'm sorry. He wants to. He wants to.
Yeah, well, then after that, I will go for the stupid goblin. Try to... No, I'm going to hit the goblin. Yeah, that's right.
That will hit me.
That will. So you can take 10. Or 5,
Oh.
since you are raging.
Oh, you don't want to grapple me?
No, I said I'm going to
Hit.
hit the goblin. I'm angry now. All right. Oz.
So I'll take my 5. Oz. Well, Oz is going to be like, calm down. We're just trying to help. Here, just take a nap. I will hit him.
I was about, are you casting sleep?
No.
Yeah, he
I
said
don't-
he's
Barbarian
casting
sleep.
Yeah,
He's
it's
casting
barbarian
hit him.
sleep.
barbarian sleep.
He's casting hit him.
I mean, he's already cast his spell Rage. Now he's going to cast Barbarian Sleep.
You also have pack tactics?
No, I'm recklessly attacking.
Oh, okay. 16 will hit. All right, I take 5.
Then I will disengage.
So annoying.
I'm done.
All right. Duthane, what you want to do?
Technically, I have to be here.
So I'm going to.
So I'm
He's
assuming
no longer-
those pillars are hard corners.
I'm going to try guiding bolt again.
Go for it. Ugh, damn it. I mean, good for you. So this is radiant. How much radiant? Oh, that's not healing anytime soon. All right, so you hit him with the guiding bolt, sears into his flesh, and it creates this nice little glowing bullseye. Wraith, I assume Duthane is done.
I mean, that was pretty good.
That was pretty. I mean, 22 out of a max of what? 24. You rolled
Correct.
3 6s and a 4. Holy crap!
Yes, I rolled well. I'm
Yeah,
so
I
proud
hear
of
you
myself.
smiling. I rolled
Yeah,
well.
he's smiling.
He can hear it in his voice. Well, I've known Adam for like 15 years now. I heard that. That was a smug smile too.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All right, Wraith, what you gonna do, Dan?
Well, first things first.
And his dad didn't see it.
No, his dad would have been like, no. Oh, holy crap! You had advantage technically, not that it mattered. So
well,
that's
actually, I thought he
20.
moved.
Doesn't matter. The spell I cast.
No, the
Oh, that's
spell.
right. That's right.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding
That was
bolt.
the bullseye. So you hit him right in the bullseye, and he takes all of your damage, screams out in pain.
Knock him
Anything
unconscious.
else?
Yeah, if he's still up, I'm gonna
He
use
is.
a key point, and I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
Kick
kick
him?
him a few times.
I'm gonna
Kick him
him
while
a
he's
few-
down, man. Kick him while he's down.
Well, you don't get advantage on these two, fortunately.
Well, and that's a miss, of course.
Yep.
But that's
That's a
hit.
hit.
So,
All right, I'll take 3 more.
Yeah, 3 bludgeoning.
So the flurry of blows was almost the flurry that blows, but you landed one of the hits. All right, Klex. It looks like they are getting ready to punch his ticket. What are you gonna do? All right, I will take 6. I will try to.
I think you're muted, Ty.
He might.
Yep, I am muted.
I will try not to fall down. Yeah, screw you, buddy. This is not good.
Technically, that should be strength, not dexterity, but yes.
Oh, well, I think it's the exact same number. It is. Oh, actually, I had rolled a dex ability check, which is the same as the strength save. He's actually a better save. Would have been 3 points higher on dex. So I clicked the wrong thing, but the number ended up being exactly what we needed. It was correct.
Okay, that's
All
good.
done. All right, Michael John. What's Zodzosa gonna do?
He's gonna finish him off.
Probably.
Hopefully. I don't have advantage because the advantage has already been used.
Yes.
I will still attempt to hit him. Does a 15 hit him?
15 does hit him.
Wait for it.
Right.
He's adding the smite.
He doesn't
Oh,
have a
it's no-
smite yet.
Oh,
I'm
Somehow
just
it's double
clicking and
clicking.
it's, for whatever reason, it's just taking forever, so I click it again. And
7.
then,
Yeah. We'll have to
7
start letting
slashing.
you use my other computer. So I'll take 3. All done?
Sure.
All right. Actually, you know what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. No. Let me go back. I'm trying to figure out which way he should go here.
He's trying to escape Rod.
Yes.
He's gonna provoke at least 3 attacks.
not if he disengages.
I am not
He
disengaging. with
can't
where I'm at.
disengage because he can't get enough speed to get the F out of there if he doesn't disengage.
That's correct. You get to a point where it's like, okay, mathematically, if I disengage, I'm still going to die. I have to chance the op attacks.
3 up attacks, gentlemen. Let him
Yeah.
count.
15 for 15.
Or knock him prone.
All right, he's dead. You have killed him, Wraith.
He's undead, right?
You should strike him non-lethally.
Unless, I mean, were you trying to just knock him out? Or are you killing him?
The instructions I had was to, what was that? Release him of his burden.
Yes. That's what I said.
So he's dead.
Yes.
Okay.
He's re-dead.
He's re-dead.
You know he's spoiled.
All right, so the sword kind of right through the back, and Doru falls.
Oh man, priest seemed pretty convinced he could, like, heal him. I don't think he's coming back now.
That was
The
funny.
dwarf gives him a look and is like, "You're right." He's no. Well, that's a good thing.
That puts me in a sour mood. Me and Grampy Bone are gonna go over here now.
Okay.
So what are the
Bye,
rest of you
Roz.
going to do at this
Bye.
point?
You know, I'm going to let's take the old man upstairs and
Okay.
wait for him to recover.
I'll bring him upstairs for you guys.
What does the body of Doru do? Is it still there?
Anything.
It doesn't like decompose or melt away into mist.
Right,
He's
he's
not
a
a
vampire
vampire.
spawn, not a
I'll
vampire.
leave the body there as we put the father upstairs. Yeah.
I'm just
Right, we
saying,
need
would
to-
I notice any kind of healing or whatever when closure
It is not currently healing.
Because he got radiated before he was killed. Right?
That's probably what did it.
I mean, just to be sure, Rod, I'm gonna put 2 more in him.
Okay. Yes, I mean the flesh continues to burn.
I was
Dex
just gonna
save
start
variety.
like kicking
Because he
dust on
fails
the body.
Dex saves when he's unconscious.
That's correct.
So
So
Sacred
you're gonna put
Flames.
3 in them just to make sure.
No, Sacred Flames.
Yeah.
Sacred
Sacred
Flame is a
Flames.
dex save. I thought it was
Dex save.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
dex
okay.
save.
Dex save. Dex save.
You're gonna do a third one just to make sure.
After
This
a
way he
few,
has 3 strikes.
just to make sure there's no
Okay.
chance he's coming back.
It does not look like he is coming back. You are fairly certain. Now, while the sacred flames are burning the corpse, it doesn't seem to have quite the same strength that it had when you had hit him when he was still up and moving about.
Well, that was because it was a different spell. That's obvious.
It must have been that. Yeah, that's probably.
I mean, I'm not really good with this undead thing. It's not something we usually deal with in my where I'm from.
Yeah, this is true.
Well,
It
as
was
he's
kind of-
shooting the sacred flames on it, Wraith is like kicking dust on top of the body.
What are you doing that for? You afraid it's gonna catch on fire?
Proper burial.
No, we have to. I wonder if they have a good coffin maker in town. Maybe we should go get one.
Here probably not.
Well, just give me a few moments. Actually, I could do one.
Just
in the morning.
remember, the brother and sister had to make a coffin for their
I
father.
was like, what's the Burgermeister?
So in the morning, Rod, I'm going to do. I'm going to use my other ability, and I'm going to create a coffin.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that, can't you?
I'm going to create 2 coffins for 100 gold or less.
Why 2?
Because they have
No,
the
no, I have to do
vampire and the
The
burgomaster.
total of the 2 coffins has to be less than 100 gold, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Basically,
I
you
thought
said-
they already made a coffin
Is that
for
one
the.
or 2 goblin handfuls?
Yeah, but their coffin has no it's no aesthetics. I can't perform a ceremony over the coffin they made. I'm sorry.
You can.
I mean, it's just it's better.
So weird.
So at this point, it sounds like you're basically back to the burgomaster's mansion.
No, I think we should wait for the priest to come back to wake up.
So several hours,
Fine.
however long that takes.
mean-
Find the priest's bedroom.
I mean, how many hours until dawn? Until sunset?
You guys walked back probably about 3.
Then
If you're
perhaps we should-
exploring the area, I'll go ahead and open up the other doors for you, Wraith.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's look around a bit. Make
Yep.
sure we understand our surroundings.
And I will also, to save us a little bit of time, put the some identifiers on those rooms there.
Does C look
And
like it might
let's-
be his room, the priest room?
Yeah, I'm about to give you the text on all of those.
Oh, okay.
We don't need a loot, by the way, because I'm not planning on
So
looting.
B is a dirty, lightless room with a wooden bed and a straw-filled mattress. There is a wooden holy symbol mounted above the headboard. Has a wooden bed this case, a straw-filled mattress. There's a oil lamp on it and a sun-shaped holy symbol. C is probably the little bit nicer of those 2 rooms. E appears to be an office, has an old desk and chair, a sunburst holy symbol mounted on the wall above them. There is a 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall, probably suggesting that there was like a tapestry there once, maybe. And against the far wall, there's a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors. There's an empty pour box on the seat of the chair. The desk contains some blank parchment, pens, dried up jars of ink. The wooden cabinet has a tinderbox, candles, and 2 very well-used books. The first of which is called Hymns to the Dawn. And looking through it seems to be a volume of chants. The second is the Blade of Truth, the uses of logic in the war against Diabolist heresies, as fought by the Ulmist Inquisition.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
So Oz is still kind of fuming, and he's gonna turn to Wolf Klex and be like, "Come on, Klex, let's go tell the Burgermeister and his sister about the vampire here. I'm really no patience. They wouldn't even let the father try, the priest try and help his son. Let's
You
go
realize there was no
tell the
help, right?
go tell the Burgermeister about what happened over here."
You guys are not right.
All right, so the two of you are going there.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I will move you back to the village map. And all right, I've moved the two of you to the village map.
You're not right.
I'll revert back to Klex,
Dots.
Goblin
I mean,
Klex.
they think that there was somehow that the police was going to help the vampire. The
He
vampire
did
king.
help. He cast Bless.
Yeah,
That didn't stop him from being a vampire.
no, but that didn't mean that he wouldn't be able to eventually figure out a cure.
There is
Yeah.
no cure.
We don't know that.
No, we know it.
More
Do you?
importantly,
Are you a scholar of vampire?
No, I'm a cleric.
Astrology?
This is our domain, and the clerics know about undead.
So
I
you're
mean,
telling me
granted-
you're trained in religion?
I mean, not exactly. I'm trained in military intelligence, and undead are bad, and you kill them.
All I know is that
Are
a
you
father...
trained? Oh no, let's. I got to be hoity-toity with you too. Are you trained in religion? Do you know?
I don't. That's why I was taking the word of another cleric. You know, he might
Not
have been
another
able to
cleric.
find a
You're
way.
a druid. There is no way. If there was a way, I would have heard about it.
Mm. All
It's
I
not
know
exactly we would keep that a secret. If there was, trust me, where I'm from, it's the Underdark, and there are certain races that like to have undead as their minions. If if we knew of a way to bring back our fallen who were turned to undead, we'd have done it.
Well, all I know is that if I die, or if anything terrible happened to me, you probably would give up on me, which is sad.
No, if I could cast a spell that would bring you back, I would. The only problem is that because you've been turned undead, you cannot be brought back. There's just a disconnect now. Don't understand that part of it, but it seems to be true. Every time we've tried it, it never worked.
Actually, I think that's patently false. I think with a high enough resurrection spell, you can bring back the dead.
I think
That's
you
been
have to destroy the undead first. But
Yes.
yeah,
But once you've destroyed them, you have to go to like the 9th level spells of true resurrection, I think.
I think
then
you
you
can
can
do it
do
with
it.
the 7th level resurrection.
I don't know
yeah.
if you can.
Either
or not.
way, either way, this is the way a lot of esoterra. Either way, Klex is disappointed that the group was unwilling to try to help the.
I don't know why you're trying to make
She
me
was
feel
gonna
bad
eat
about
me.
this. This is totally the right decision. It's
Was it?
undead.
He had it surprisingly well locked up. It was back. It was actually our own
Yeah, it's
interference.
because we opened the door that it was a problem.
Oh yes, because you guys are never opening doors.
Yeah. Especially ones that are barred from the inside.
All right, so
I'm gonna put the
besides
priest
the
on his
fact
bed.
that the two of them are walking back, what are the rest of you guys doing?
While waiting on the dude to wake up, I'm not going to spend any spell slots on the fool.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put
okay,
him.
so it's basically waiting a couple of hours.
I mean, I'll talk with Zotz and I'll try to talk to the feather boy. I mean, Wraith.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk to Wraith as much as you want.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
Don't
a little
expect a
bit.
meaningful conversation back.
I mean, it depends. Eventually, I can say enough things that maybe he can say enough things back to me that sounds like I'm talking to myself. Which,
Get a
Talking to
dictionary
now
myself.
that I
and
think
start
about it,
reading
is
it to him.
probably a bad idea.
No, he's just basically gonna repeat everything that you say because he has nothing important to communicate.
No, I think he
so.
has things that are important to communicate. I just don't know that he thinks he knows how.
Pike off.
So Rod, we fast forward.
Yep. So it is several hours. It's actually getting dark. You still gonna wait here?
Oh no,
Oh.
then we could take we take the guy back to the manor house and we lock the door for the church.
I thought me and Klex were going back to the manor house, like
Yeah, you said you were.
relatively fast. Yeah, we're going to tell the Burgermeister about what happened
His
over
son.
there.
Okay, you tell him everything.
I don't see that. I don't think Klex has the wit to hold back information,
Rod.
or the wit,
Okay.
or the savvy to think that it is important to hold
Yes,
back.
Rod,
Okay.
but you got to remember it's
Flex
going to be
or Oz?
slanted in the goblin's point of view.
Sorry,
Cle-
Oz.
Okay, because
Probably
I
does.
think Klex actually has the wit or the savvy to like hold back
Make that-
information.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't think Oz has the wit or the savvy to hold back information, unless like Klex like gives him a sharp like elbow in the ribs or something like
No,
that.
just talk to you in Goblin and be like, Shh, don't tell him about that part.
So
But
then,
you
what
guys-
parts do you not tell him about?
I guess I guess the reason why the the guy was refusing to see him would be basically because he was trying to save his son, who is a vampire. Unfortunately, the party had to destroy the vampire.
Oh, thank the Morning Lord they destroyed him. This is proof. I've long believed that Strahd is a vampire. I believe this is proof that he is.
But that's basically where I would suggest to Oz to leave it.
Good. And how did Donovich deal with that?
He was pretty unhappy about the whole thing. I think he kept thinking this morning Lord God of yours, who, it would turn him back or save him.
I don't know that the gods, not the ones of good anyway, have much to do with these dark lands at all.
Not to mention, he doesn't know his son's dead yet.
This is true.
But when it looks like Rod is not waking up anytime soon and it's starting to get dark out, I'm going to suggest we move him to the Burgermeister's house. And when we leave, we'll lock the door.
Okay. So I will then send the party back to Barovia, the village that is.
Lock the basement door, Rod, and lock the exterior door.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, of course, just in case. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, I'm not bringing that body with us back to. I mean, that
Should
doesn't make
stake
sense.
it.
So you mean like the hours that you waited, you didn't decide to give a proper burial to the son that you killed?
A proper burial. I kicked dirt on him.
No, he said he was going to make a coffin and probably bury him the
In
next
the morning.
day.
Okay.
So
all right.
bringing Donovich back here, Ismark says, I hope you won't take this the wrong way, but well, and he points. Most of these houses are empty. I don't suppose you'd be willing to rest in them this evening. Please understand.
You don't want us to be at rest with you.
Well, I don't know. We've
I
only
make
just
sniffing
met a
noises,
day
Rod.
ago. What?
I make sniffing noises.
I'm sorry, and please don't be offended, but you have to understand. It's the devil Strahd. He sends spies out. It said, and I just
We can't protect you if we're not near you.
well, ever since our father died, the attacks against the house have stopped. There are houses right here, perhaps one of those close by. You have to understand. I cannot take the risk of having people indoors, and especially not Donovich. Not when he was harboring a vampire. I don't know what else.
Oh, he's misguided. It's a
madman has
loved
done.
one. Loved one.
But misguided can still get you killed.
I will not disagree. The
Certainly.
road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yes, that's what they say.
Let the man have his house. There's plenty of open homes here. You know,
And actually,
we
there
should
are.
invest- maybe we should invest in real estate.
Take any of them that you wish.
All right. So we find one that looks the least run down, Rod, or at least has some functioning doors.
Functioning doors, check.
That's
And,
relatively close to the manor, or
Yeah.
closest to the manor if possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You can...
We're kind of to prepare as best as possible.
Okay. What do you mean by prepare as best as possible?
Oh, lock the doors, lock the windows, check for a possible egress or ingress.
Keep watches.
Some watches, of course.
Okay.
Keep the
Have
pastor
we
pacified.
set up what your
Well, I mean, there should be definitely someone who can see in the dark on all the watches.
Okay.
So I think me
Um,
and Klex will take the same watch.
I'll just kind of move the party into this this house right here.
Oh.
Hey, Zot, can you see in the dark? I don't know. You look human.
Yeah. I think everyone can see in the dark with the exception of
For the
Wraith.
bird.
Oh,
Which,
okay, that makes sense. So I just need to put the bird on a different watch from me. Are we good? And
I'm going to put before we once we head to bed, I'm going to cast that on Wraith.
Guess what? Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. This way he can see at night as well. That's probably not a bad idea. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
All
And if I
right,
could
so
say it, I
let's
would
let's
ask.
talk
You could done
watches.
that all along.
First, second, 3 watches, I assume.
it's all reasonable.
Let's set up what your normal watch schedule will be as we move forward into this book.
I will be on the middle watch.
All right.
It's because I don't mind, and I can be
Okay.
by myself because I have good senses.
I don't mind
Okay.
taking first watch.
I don't
suppose.
like waking up early, so we'll take first watch.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's going to be what? Wraith and Klex on first watch. Then...
No, the Gobble
The
twins want to
Gobbles,
be on first watch,
They want to be on first watch by themselves.
or I
Oh,
mean the
they wanna-
cousins. The cousins don't want to. They want to be able to plot behind their backs all night.
Well, yes, but we're not going to tell you that.
So the bird and the
No,
snake.
I suspect it.
Okay.
So the bird and the
So
snake man will be
Oz
on
and
last watch.
Klex. It's probably a couple of hours past sunset, and you hear this sound outside the house. Sounds like these small wooden wheels rolling across damp cobbles. You
Can
have
I, like-
windows you can look out.
Yeah, I'll look out the window to see what's out
Okay.
there.
It looks like a hunched figure bundled in rags pushing this rickety wooden cart through the fog. Kind of goes up to a house, knocks on it. You know, no one answers, goes to the next house.
Does anyone answer at all, or does it?
No, but it looks like she's about to knock at your house. You know, where you happen to be staying.
It's just a hunched figure.
From what you can see here.
I got a bad feeling about this.
You're in Ravenloft. You should
I
have a
know.
bad feeling about everything.
I'm asleep and I'm saying this.
Yeah.
What's in the cart?
What's in the box?
Oh, is that what you... I mean, you ask her?
No, that's what I'm trying to look from the window.
Can't tell. But she does kind of bring the cart up and knocks on your door.
I mean, how dangerous can someone be if they knock on the door? I mean, like, so I'll crack the door open and says, "Hello."
So it's a old woman. She goes, "Oh, there's someone here. Well, I've come selling mincemeat pies if you'd like to buy one." And she shows you the cart, and I've just shown you all the image. So, yeah, she's like this old, ugly crone.
No, she looks like Auntie.
One gold
so-
each.
So Oz will kind of do the like
I'll buy.
Looney Tunes thing where he like floats over to the door and he's drawn by the smell of the pie.
Yeah,
They
I
actually
will.
smell pretty good.
I'll buy 6.
Buy 6. They're a gold each.
Yeah, I know.
Do
Okay.
you think goblins understand what money is, Rod?
So
Okay.
you can add 6 dream pastries to your character sheet.
Okay. I
Oh,
will.
6. That's a very good sell. I don't usually sell that many. Usually just 1, maybe 2.
Well, thank
Why
you.
so few? They smell delicious.
Yeah. I will give
Well,
one
they
to.
are. Most people can't afford my wares. Sometimes they barter. Well, thank you for buying them, young whatever you are.
I have a feeling one of
You're
you is about to
welcome.
mess up your diet.
Okay.
What are
I,
you?
I'm a goblin.
Goblin. Strange looking creature. I think I've heard of goblins.
Actually, goblins
You
aren't
live
native to
forever,
Ravenloft, are
don't you?
they?
You're very old.
No, I don't. I won't live forever. At least I don't think I will. And
Hmm,
I'm actually pretty young. Well,
are
I'm older
you?
than Oz. I'm 10. I think Oz is 8.
Kind of looks at Oz. Really? Is that old for a goblin?
Well, I mean, old Snap was 45.
Hmm. Very strange creatures. But I'm glad we were able to do business. We've helped a poor old woman.
I,
Anytime.
you handed me one of those pies, right?
Yes. One
I'm
pie for
definitely like
you,
stuffing
one
my
pie for
face with it.
Chomper, one pie for me, and then 3 for the rest of the party.
That is so kind of you. All right, so she is going to start to she's going to head off.
Yeah.
Do you like is Chomper trained or anything, or is he just basically like a dog?
Oh, he's
Uh,
totally just a dog.
oh no, he's
Like-
trained.
Well, which
He's
is
totally
it?
trained. Like he is Oz's dog, but Klex has definitely made a point to make sure that he loves that
You more.
Chomper loves me more,
Well,
and I
you
will
are
have
the druid. That is fair.
yeah, and I will have trained him.
Okay. So he's like waiting and licking his lips. Have you ever? If you, there are some dogs like Dresden, our Anna's dog that's still with us, and he will wait for his food until Cassie says he's allowed to eat. And he sometimes trembling, he wants to eat so bad.
That's good.
I'm guessing I see Chomper kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So he is waiting to eat the pie.
All right, I will give him his pie.
Excellent. He and right down.
Are the meat pies delicious?
They are. In fact, it is probably one of the best mincemeat pies you've ever had.
Worth every penny.
Yes.
It doesn't
Both
have
of
a
you can
familiar
give me
taste.
con saves. So Chomper eats it, and after a couple of minutes, he starts yawning and goes to sleep, as does Klex. Oz, you managed to stay awake, but Chomper and Klex have basically just passed out. Klex, what
I
it
know
would
the
be
food
the
coma.
most joyous place for Klex to go?
Probably in the jungle, just like running around, chasing prey.
Okay. That's kind of what you're dreaming. You are far removed from this hideous, hideous cold place. One of the most vivid, amazing dreams you've ever had. And I mean, it is absolutely amazing. Oz, Klex, and Chomper are passed out. Chomper seems to be running in his sleep, by the way.
He's kicking his hind legs.
Oh yeah,
Come on, guys. I know it's a food
and they just
coma,
don't wake up.
but you gotta stay up
Although,
until at least the dwarf gets up.
By the
before I have,
way,
before I ate, I would have put each of the pies in front of the other party members.
okay.
So, yeah. So Oz is just gonna kind of like, you know, kind of like do the whole like lean forward and then thing. If you kind of look at my camera here, it's like,
Oh yeah, struggling to stay awake.
yeah, like he's gonna keep doing that until eventually Duthane wakes up, and he's like, Lex got us all a meat pie. I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning, and then I'll go curl up and fall asleep.
Okay. So, Duthane, you doing anything about the meat pie?
I ask Oz, where did it come from?
He bought it from a I think they call it a street vendor.
You want it,
I don't
Oz?
know. She was a pretty nice auntie.
Do you want it? Do you want mine, Oz? I'm not feeling too hungry.
I mean, they're really good, but okay. Oz will take the pie and like, I don't know.
Okay.
You want another con save, or should I
No.
just go to sleep?
You should just go to sleep. You can enjoy that. But Duthane didn't want to eat the pie, huh? Just not willing to be nice to the goblins when they try to be nice
No,
to
no,
him.
I was completely not. I was just talking. I'm not hungry. You can have my pie. It's fine.
I don't know
You're
if
so
you know this,
suspicious.
Rod.
Yes.
Like paranoia is a trait of Adam. It carries from character to character.
No, it's not. It's not a trait of Adam. It's a trait of against goblins.
Oh, okay. So if like Zaz had been like, "Hey, I bought pies and had one. I got one for you too," you might have tried it.
Yeah, maybe.
Pie? Pie?
Is Wraith gonna wake up and have some pie, or
No,
is he already
Wraith-
listening to this?
No,
Well, isn't he on the same watch as?
No, I'm on
No,
the
he's
watch.
on third.
Third watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm on
okay.
by
He's on third
myself
with
watch.
You are. So your watch passes uneventfully. I assume you wake up Wraith and Zasa.
Yeah. But the problem is it's I'll give them a handoff where I'll tell them, by the way, those pies were acquired from an old lady in the middle of the night by the goblins. And then I'm gonna go to bed.
Shenanigans?
So I don't think the two of you are eating your pies, probably since Duthane is advised against it.
I will eat my pie
Oh, okay.
because I'm immune to poison.
Oh, okay. Sure. Give me a con save.
Yeah, because
It is delicious, by the way.
of course it is. Is it against a magical effect?
No, it doesn't describe it that way.
So it is it a poison then?
No, it doesn't say it's a poison.
It could be the magically enchanted kind of thing, where it's enchantment.
Yeah, it could
Seeing
be
as
like
the spell
enchantment
sleep
or something.
is
It's not a
enchantment.
spell.
No, I'm just saying, as an example, the spell sleep is enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but if it is a magical effect, I have resistance to it. Or yeah, a resistance to it.
So it says spells and other
advantage on it.
magical effects. It does not say that this is a magical effect. Wouldn't matter anyway. So within a few minutes, what is the most joyous place for Zasa can think of?
Jolt.
Chult.
Yeah,
Doing
very
what in
nice.
Chult?
Sunbathing. It's very nice. It's
Sunbathing.
very warm. It's great.
With lots of female pure breed Yuan-Tis, pure-blooded Yuan-Ti.
Sure.
So, washing them, bathing
You
them,
don't,
or
you don't
whatever
go for
else.
the abominations.
No.
They're higher up the ranking than you, huh?
No.
Yeah, he's
They're
not
just
interested
too-
in girls outside his caste.
No, they're just too. They're too snake. It's gross. They stink.
Two snake.
They smell
No.
bad. They
The
mold.
phrase
It's
you're looking
gross.
for, it's high maintenance. They're very high maintenance.
They're very snake.
So, so yeah, I mean, you dream of wonderful, wonderful Chult. And I'm suspecting that Wraith is not going to enjoy his pie, even though it
After
looks
seeing what
delicious.
just happened to Shots?
He just fell asleep.
Yeah, you haven't tried waking him up or anything.
I will kick him a few times in the leg.
Okay. So you shake him.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
Alright.
What did the
So
thing say?
Zasa, he wakes you up from what was probably the best dream you have ever had. Incredibly vivid, and the memory of it stays with you. And I mean, just the idea of getting back to that place in Chult, it's just a real longing for it.
Duthane,
That was very unfortunate.
what did you say to us when you woke us up for watch?
I mean, my watch was uneventful in the.
I
In
mean,
the,
it's your turn, blah blah blah, something like that.
along those lines, yeah. Be
Anyway,
like, hey, goofballs, stop slacking around. It's your turn.
well, that's exactly what I say to him when I kick him in his leg.
You're still pretty tired, but are you gonna stay up now, or go back to sleep? Michael John.
Oh, it is definitely time to go back to bed.
Okay. So you go back to sleep, but the dreams just aren't the same. Like in your dreams now, you're looking for that place and not finding it.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll ruffle my feathers and go look out the window.
Okay, I mean it's nighttime. Are you going outside?
Nope, I'm going to do my watch. Look
Okay.
out the window.
You are third watch, so yeah, nothing to see. Nothing to see on third watch. Nobody bothers you though, and the dawn inevitably comes.
Or what they call dawn here.
It's dawn. It counts.
Yeah, it's
The
dawn
sun
in
rises.
Washington State.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see the sunrise, but you can
That's
tell
what I
it
mean.
rose.
That's what I mean by the sun. It rises.
Yeah,
It's like, it's grey, overcast, really depressing crap.
Oh yeah. It's like that for all the time, pretty much.
I like.
Right, high noon is not really high or noonish. It's kind of the brightest grey of the day.
Yep, that sounds about right. You know those days in the end of November, beginning of December, where the weather just seems like it's never going to be nice again. It might even be more like January weather, where it's like that. You're already past the holidays and nothing fun to look forward to for months. It's probably like that. It's
Okay.
not depressing at all. It's totally depressing.
And to wake everybody up, I'll holler out, drop your cocks and grab your socks.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really?
Now, unfortunately, even shouting, that is not going to wake up Oz.
Oh.
However, you can eventually shake him awake. Oh no, it wasn't Oz. It was oh no, Oz wakes up without a problem, doesn't he? Because Oz yeah, I guess you can wake him up. And you can even wake up Klex. You can shake them all awake. Man, Klex, that was the best dream ever. Chomper, meanwhile, is
Passed out.
No. You wake him up. What did you do with your pie, Wraith?
It's still sitting where they put it.
Okay, so Chomper wakes up and kind of, struggles to his feet, sees the pie, and kind of begins barking, and he's right in front of the pie, waiting to eat it.
Oh.
Maybe later, Chomper.
I will just nudge
That's,
it towards him.
that's Wraith's pie.
I'll nudge it towards Chomper. Just kind of push it towards him.
That's probably close enough.
Yeah, he'll start scarfing it down.
He'll take that as a you can have it.
Good
Oh.
doggy. Of course, I sound like.
It sounded like
Yeah,
Oz.
no, he eats it,
yeah.
and a couple of minutes later goes back to sleep.
I'm gonna have a narcoleptic dog.
You do now.
Nothing
All
bad
right,
is going to
Chomper.
happen with these pies.
No. Donovich, meanwhile, wakes up. So what are we doing here? Doru! No, you left him alone. He shouldn't be alone.
He's locked in his basement. He'll be fine.
He's still down there?
Aye.
Is he okay?
No.
What did you do to my son?
Well,
We released
this
him of his
morning-
burdens.
This morning we're going to release him.
Give give him
and put him to rest.
give him like a burial or something like that. 'cause
Aye.
You killed him?
He's
And
already
he begins
dead.
shouting, Doru, Doru, and is going to basically run through the town to the temple. Well, the church.
So,
Well,
Rod, I'm
that
going
went
to
well.
prepare today
Yep.
two different spells, so they're all ready for me to ritually cast later.
Okay.
Also, I'll be putting together a couple of caskets.
Which is your channel divinity, since you are a forge cleric.
It implies that I can only do one object, but the value is 100 gold or less. Is it okay if I do two? I mean, it's not very useful.
Yeah, but then we're establishing a precedent. All of a sudden, it could be useful.
If it becomes too good, Rod, I'm willing to accept that I can't do that. Is a fine answer.
Well, good. That's helpful. But you only need one coffin anyway, because they already have a good one. They
Well, I
already
don't
have
want-
one for their father.
Okay, fine. We're gonna use the good one for their father, and the priest boy gets the crappy one.
Okay.
I still make the burning sound on my mouth, thinking, that's what should probably be done with the boy.
Yeah, probably. That's what.
So after about an hour, Rod, I've created a coffin. How
Okay.
much money do I need to spend?
I have no idea. I'll let you go figure that out. Whatever you
I'll-
feel is reasonable, and how nice you wanted it to be.
I'm gonna spend 20 gold,
Okay, that's quite a bit.
and then I
Comper,
produce
by the way, is passed out.
and then I produce the coffin at the door of the Burgermeister's son.
Okay, so he calls out, asks who it is, etc.
I give him the call sign and the counter call sign.
Okay, they open the door. Goes, is it time?
I present him with the coffin. It's much better than the one they had.
What is? You want us to move my father?
Well, we're going to take him to the
He's
church.
spoiled.
That is not very polite. Do not repeat what the goblins say all the time.
He's spoiled. Sorry, I'm just giggling about that.
Does that deserve an overheard?
So when I get
Ravenloft?
inside, Rod, I'm going to ritually cast the Gentle Repose.
Okay, this way he won't smell any worse.
It's kind of freezing him in time. Also, you
good
can't turn
doggy.
him. Also, for 10 days, he cannot be turned undead,
Yeah.
which is better than the ceremony and cheaper. Because ceremony says 7 days and it costs 25 gold.
Oh, okay. But you're then basically carrying him down. He stinks, by the way.
Yeah, but he's in a nice coffin.
Yeah. I guess. Moving him from one to the other is not pleasant.
Right, and then we use the other coffin to put the son's body in
Okay.
for the priest.
Yeah, he is. The priest is definitely very unhappy with you. Donovich is very unhappy with you.
I don't really care.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I mean, he was harboring a undead in a church.
He was.
I mean, granted, it probably was helping on keeping it slightly under
Scruffy
control.
looking
But
Rothharder.
at any point, if he ever was too nice to it, it just was going to eat him, and then released, and then it's just bad, all kinds of bad.
Yeah. So the cemetery is a still and peaceful place, right? A fence of wrought iron with a rusty gate encloses it. The church, as you know, quite dilapidated. The tightly packed gravestones shrouded by fog bear the names of souls long past. The ceremony is quite subdued. It looks like Donovich can, barely keep from crying the entire time. He insists on doing the ceremony for his son first, and he didn't have a plot dug, so he makes you guys, if you guys want his help, he pretty much expects you to dig the grave for his son.
Of course, it's fine.
Well, that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang.
We really need to figure out where you came from.
So following the ceremony, both of them. He goes, I very much hope that all of you will be leaving here. He goes, Ismark, you are, as the son of the Burgomaster, you should have protected my church from these foreigners. I hope you will.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
No, I had faith. I knew the Morning Lord was going to give me back my son. I just had to keep praying. I've been praying for him for almost a year. I was certain that every day for a year, and he would have restored my son. No.
Wait, your son was down there for a year? What were you feeding him?
Crazy
But
bitch.
Nothing. He was not. I couldn't let him eat. That would have been wrong.
You're a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
I don't want your pity. I want you to leave. Go to
Okay.
Valaki or the Abbey at Kresik. Just get away from my church. I want nothing more to do with any of you. And saying that, he's going to end up going back inside.
Well, I can't really blame him. I mean, if he really could turn his son back, with faith, then we did kind of do a terrible thing there.
There's a
we
lot
didn't.
of if
We
coming
robbed him
off
the
that plan.
opportunity.
No.
We robbed him the opportunity of trying.
All right, let's go. And you two, you can walk 15 feet in front of us and have all the conversations in Goblin you want as long as you're in front of us. Go.
Deaf, dirty fools.
We gotta go
Hey,
get Chomper.
we're
He
equal-
was sleeping in.
We are
Yeah,
equal
he's
party
still
members.
asleep unless you woke him up to bring him with you.
I was gonna let him sleep until it was time to leave.
Okay.
By the way, I'm gonna ask the Burgermeister. Do you know this Auntie Morgantha came by with these delicious meat pies last night?
I've heard of some of the folks who buy those. Eventually, it's said that they give you very vivid dreams, and it becomes difficult to sleep without them. I hope you didn't purchase any.
Oh yeah, they were delicious.
Well. In fact, you can't stop thinking of how good they were.
He chose poorly.
Those things are so good. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure.
I'm sure you're not going to have an ongoing thing to deal with.
No, not at all. It'll be fine.
I don't know
All right,
whether
so
it's a good
we
thing or
get
a
going.
bad thing.
So do you have? So how do we? Do you have any possessions we need to take with us?
Our weapons, a little bit of armor.
That's good.
I'm
That's good.
I'm a fairly capable fighter. I've spent my life studying weapons. One day,
Let me take a look over your armor. I do consider myself a pretty good smith.
Okay.
Let me give it a good look over, Rod.
Okay, so I will tell you, he has what? It's actually
I'm gonna make sure it's in good repair.
Yeah, he has splint and a long sword and a short sword. Oh, and a heavy crossbow.
I'll make sure it's in good repair.
Okay, yeah, it looks like he's taking care of it. Seems to know what he's doing.
I do have the cantrip mend rod.
That won't be necessary.
In case anything was out of place.
Arena, he gives a breastplate and a rapier, so that she will be well protected.
Hello.
Sounds good.
That's good. When I come back, he kind of looks up at the castle. When I come back, Strahd, it will be to lay you in your grave. I swear. Let us go.
Ooh, looks like you got a
Hold
spam
on.
bot on your channel over there, Dan.
A what? A spam?
Yeah,
I get them every now and
XH Tennis.
then. Yeah, they pop up every now and then.
You should report him.
So, here we are, back on the map of Barovia, leaving the village of Barovia.
Which way do we go, George? Which way do we go?
Well, we got to go to what's the name of that place? Starts with a V.
Valaki.
Valaki. We got to go to Valaki, right?
Yeah, so
Where's
it's
Valaki?
supposed to be down by Lake Zarovich, but I've never been there before.
Where is
Well,
the
we might
road?
as well go.
Now, at this point, it is probably late morning. When you eventually wake up Chomper, he is very, very snappish. Like, so who is it that wakes him up?
Well, if Klex doesn't, then eventually, Oz will.
Oh no, I can't be the bad parent.
So, yeah, he's going to kind of snap at you, and he is very, very unpleasant with you.
Bad Chomper. You're not supposed to we told you don't bite people.
Like, to the point of he doesn't even seem to want to let you on him to ride.
All right, fine. You can go hang with cousin today.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be too fond of him either at the moment. He's sniffing around, the floor like he's looking for food.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, as long as you just make sure he follows us, we should be on our way. So would Valaki be west of here?
Yes, I believe so. He tells you it's somewhere by Lake Zarovich.
Is Lake Zarovich the big lake?
Yes, there is Lake Zarovich, and then there's Lake Baratok is a smaller, and then far on the other side of Mount Gackus is Luna Lake.
So is this where we're headed to, Rod?
Theoretically.
All right. Well,
Or is that where we think we're headed to?
That's where you think you're headed.
all right. Well, let's follow the path, or let's follow the road.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find another shortcut through the woods.
Maybe.
Well, hopefully we won't. So this all over here is mountains, right? This what I'm pinging.
Yes, that is specifically he'll point that out to you and tell you that is the peak, that is Mount Gackus.
Okay.
He'll point far to the north and tell you that's Mount Baratok up there. Way like off the map.
It's off the
Okay.
map. In fact, it's labeled as off the map.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
labeled as up here.
Okay.
Off the map.
Well, we did pathfind our way through the through that shortcut through the woods. We should take that on our way back.
No.
That ended up not actually saving you really any time because of how thick the Svalich woods are.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind then.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so we are heading to so let's do this. All right, so I'm gonna move the party token around. Right, following the road. Now he'll tell you from what he's heard that you want to avoid the Vistani, which means
Why's
staying
that?
on the road. Oh, everyone knows they're /thieves and cut purses and they're spies for Strahd.
I don't
And
think that's exactly true.
But I'm not willing to take the chance that he knows.
No,
we're
I
moving
understand. I understand.
Madam
I'm
Eva?
all for well doing things as safely as possible, but I do not think those stereotypes are true.
Yeah, Madam Eva seemed
Completely.
pretty in favor of us, not helping Strahd.
No, he doesn't care about stereotypes.
It's true.
Hmm.
He's such a hypocrite. I'm assuming that's in Goblin.
There they go again, telling secrets.
Actually,
Oh,
I said that in common. He probably replied in Goblin, but what I said was definitely in common. I meant for you to hear it.
I don't know what
he
you're talking about.
prefers to take this
Look,
path
look.
here.
Just because typically
Is
my
the
kin
gallows still there?
kill your kin for merely existing should indicate to you that I'm not half bad.
Rod,
What's that?
the gallows.
Oh yeah, you go past it. There's no body there. Oh, is that a sigh of relief?
Pretty much.
I guess when we go by the gallows, I will ask Ismark, hey, there was somebody hanging from the gallows the other time we were here. And no, is that anybody from Barovia?
I'm not aware.
You're looking at me, kid.
I don't usually come this way.
So it's not
In fact,
some other villagers
I
didn't
have
use
to
the
be
gallows.
honest. No.
Villagers don't use the gallows then.
Most of the folks in the village would prefer to avoid, well, everyone.
So is this a difficult ridge? Is that why the road winds around?
Yes, that's why it winds around.
Okay.
You can see a lot of the marks showing kind of topography and stuff like that.
When they're discussing the gallows and the person was hanging on there the other day, I point at it, I point at me, and I point at it again.
He goes, no, it's Mark. He says, don't worry, no one's going to hang you. You seem to be a good fellow, Mr. Bird. Your friend seems to be a little bit disturbed.
Well, I don't know.
We did have an interesting encounter here the other evening when we went to talk to the Vistani.
Oh?
So, yeah, some barbarians decided to attack us. They waylaid us on the road.
I've heard that there are berserkers that live in these woods.
I was more concerned about the wolves that attacked us than the berserkers.
I mean,
yes, the wolves of the Svalich woods are dangerous and grow to very large size.
So we should press on as quickly as possible, I say.
Agreed. Otherwise, we'll be out here when night falls, and that would be very bad.
No. After you.
So you are aware, right, at this bridge, you follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain and ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, that's going to be like up here, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. So that's the fall there, and this here is the bridge.
Huh. Oh, that's good to know. Well, does the bridge, is there like guards on the bridge or anything?
Nope, not that you see.
Okay, well then
It
I
looks
guess
clear.
We should cross.
Okay.
I mean, the skies look clear, well, relatively, right? It's just
It looks like it's probably going to rain, but it always seems to look like that in
But
Barovia.
this is like it was this way yesterday, the day before yesterday, and probably the day before that even.
Yeah, since the weather is
It's not really
not
weather;
friendly.
it's static. Weather
No,
implies
it rains.
change.
It rains sometimes.
Oh,
So is all the travel
That'd be a
we've
change.
done in a single day, or is this
So far, it is getting a little bit late in the day.
okay?
So at this fork here, even here in the mountains, right, the forest and the fog, completely inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in two, widening toward the east, and you actually see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare.
So, Rod, sometime during this little trek, I would like to look at Duthane and in Madame Eva's voice mention one of the lines from the card reading.
Sure, which one?
The
Seek
fourth
out the
line, the
brother of the
executioner.
devil's bride. They call him the lesser, but he has a powerful soul.
Are you basically saying it where everyone can hear, or
No,
just trying to
just
say it to
Duthane,
Duthane?
because it was discussed before we left and went back, so I'm just kind of throwing it back out there.
Okay.
Because they discussed it at one point in time that's a possibility of who that could be, but nobody's asked.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure what to do about it right now.
We don't know for certain. Like there could be other brothers out there.
Well, I mean, that's what
Just
I was
assume.
pointing out to Duthane, because we already been told that the devil wants his sister as a bride.
Oh well, then yeah, it is definitively him because he's mentioned that, hasn't he?
Yes, the devil's Strahd is after his sister.
Yeah.
Which is why we're getting her away from here.
Okay.
Certainly.
I'm assuming east is to. Is that Castle Ravenloft at the end? Is that the castle that you could see from the
Yep.
village?
Yep.
Barovia?
Certainly.
Very high above. Would you like to go that way?
No, we would like to go west.
Are you sure? It did look like going east was once an
That's a
important
bad
thoroughfare.
idea.
So just to let you know, I'm pretty positive we want to not go anywhere near that castle. In fact, I'm pretty sure that everyone here is creeped the F out by the castle.
So
I just don't see any reason to go there.
you remember when you guys were coming in the gates of Barovia?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
There was a giant, like, broken, gate or whatever.
Yeah, kind of looked like this. So it looks like there is another set of these.
Let's deal with the gates.
Now they're not as they're. I mean, the statues and stuff haven't had their heads shattered and stuff like that. But as you approach, they do open for you.
That's weird. Is anyone there?
Nope, not that you see.
Then that's very weird.
Gates always do that.
Because I've never been through them.
Okay.
I've my father was very protective. Apart from letting me learn how to fight, which is really about the only thing he did, he was very, very protective.
All right. How would the woods that we are approaching, are those as dangerous as the woods we just left?
Yes, the Svalich Woods.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes. It's they're said that they're dangerous everywhere. I count as very lucky that we've not run into any sort of problem. It is getting a little bit late in the day. There is a fork in the road right here.
Is there any road signs?
Let's see. Is there a road sign? I don't remember. I didn't expect you guys to be to get this far this evening.
Really? What did you expect us to do?
Well, I'm just not used to you guys moving at speed. There is no sign.
Okay. Well, I
Well,
mean,
If we look up the road a little ways, do we see? It looks like there's like a little shrine or something up there. Is that what I'm seeing?
is it a tower?
There's probably something there. You'll have to go a little bit down the road.
Well, do we actually have a map so we know that like if we take the right fork, it will lead to the forest. If we
You
take
do
the left,
not have a map, I'm afraid.
Can I use
so we don't
my-
actually.
I
know
am
which
showing
way.
you guys the map.
So we don't
because
actually know
of it.
which way
So-
to go then.
Can I use my calligraphy to like do a makeshift map by chance?
Sure. I mean, it's going to look like chicken scratch.
Oh well.
Right?
But bum.
Thank you. I'll be here all night. Actually, I won't. I'm getting pretty tired.
It's
Alright.
15 to 11, Rod.
Yeah, we normally stop about 15 minutes ago. Maybe we'll just pause right here in this foreboding fork in the road.
Deciding which way to go.
Sounds like a plan.
All right,
What time is it, Rod, roughly during the day at this point?
It's
Close to sundown, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Would you
'Cause,
camp outside?
You might,
That
unless
would
you can
suck.
get to Valaki.
Well, it sounds like if it's nearly nightfall, we've got a long way to go to get Valaki, right?
You probably do.
So you can't make the trip from Barovia
Barovia to Valaki.
in a day?
You can, as long as part of that day takes place after sunset or before sunrise.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
it
if we
would
also
just
had
get too
horses too.
That would help. Yeah, horses.
Remember,
they
we've been on
ate
foot.
them. They ate them, dude. There are no horses left. They ate them all.
I'm sure there are horses here.
Stani had horses. We didn't ask to buy one.
Yeah, but they work for
Probably
Strahd, so they get them because they work for him. Come on.
That's probably right.
Learn the rules.
So,
Got
all
a
right,
handful.
yes, that is a good spot to stop. So,
All
thank you to everyone who is watching us. Hope they enjoyed themselves. I think as a party, you guys mostly behaved. That's surprising.
Yeah, I behaved.
And I guess we'll see everyone back in a week.
Right, we'll be back
XP.
next Monday at 7. Of course, Friday will be our Red Star Rising campaign at 7, and then of course our Sunday game of Dungeons with Veterans. And
If we're lucky, we'll get started next Monday at 6:30.
Correct. It depends upon. It all depends upon schedules.
Yeah.
I'm in Central Time. Please forgive me.
No problem.
There's no.
I never know exactly when I'm leaving the studio lot, so that kind of
Yeah.
has a hand in it too. Also, on Thursday, we will have a group of us that are going to be playing Neverwinter, so you can check us out then. And I believe tomorrow night I'll probably do some 7 days. So have a good week. As my typical ending is, remember we're in this adventure together. So treat those around you as you'd like to be treated and love each other. Until then, we'll see you next time.